us to have. As we unravel to the end of our destiny, time to take a stand with the very broken band. Scattered far and wide, can we really turn the tide? Once we rank upon the other side, woven in a tapestry of fate, were their stories told too late? Pillars crumbled, towers fell, fractures leading us to hell. Teams divided, friendships quelled, people fall into a spell. The tapestry is ever changed, friends now etched out of the frame. Who is left for us to save when we cannot save ourselves? Moving in a tapestry of fate, a new story now awaits. Lips and threads still bind them all. Now it's time to recall.
Well, look who deigned to join us this evening, morning, or wherever time zone you are located. Welcome to Towers and Gods, the Ranker Saga, Episode 2. We're happy to have you here. If you don't know who we are, this is Tower of God plus Dungeons and Dragons, our own spin on the Tower of God universe set in the past of Tower of God. We're here in our second episode. This is the sequel series of our first series, but if you didn't see the original, you're still welcome to join in. We're trying to sort of explain things as we go to catch people up if they weren't familiar with our first series. And we're so excited to get started. A little bit later today, my internet was giving me trouble, but it should be okay now. So thank you for being patient with us. Okay, starting off, we have top left, I'm going to introduce our first player. We have Isaiah as John.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
What a good day. What a wonderful day it is today on the days of Summer Game Fest.
It's true.
It's funny, I tried not watching that trailer, 'cause I was like, I'm not gonna be able to focus, but like,
Yeah.
I think not watching it is having the same effect.
See that?
Now I'm just like,
Yep.
what is it? What's in there?
No spoilers in the chat, by the way, people,
Yes.
just in case, because
Oh,
some
yeah,
people may not have
absolutely.
seen
All
it.
I don't
around.
really chime
No spoilers.
Just
all
in case,
around.
though. Just in case.
yeah.
That is one
But,
thing I like about our series, though, is people rewatching. It's like history, you know? We always talk about, like, what's happening. It's like, oh, yeah, Summer Game Fest
Oh,
was
like we
that
hate
day, you
ourselves
know?
based on what we're talking about. Yeah.
Like, for example, there were times where we were talking about, like, Expedition 33. Like, you can kind of date the series based on, like, what we're talking about. It's kind of fun. But yeah, we're happy to have you. So thank you, Isaiah, here to play our favorite Kun Jotun member. We'll get to that soon. Okay, down we have Milios as Brack Bronson. How you doing, Brack?
Aloha. You know, today is a glorious week to be a gamer, you know, both in D&D and in the video sense, you know. There was this one game, right, that I was playing. I believe you heard of it. It's a show for it called Edge Runners. What I want to say is, CD Projekt Red, if you ever do see this, please be wary that a very angry letter is coming to you in the mail. You know why. You know what you did. You know what ending I got. So you know the reason why, you know, you're getting that angry letter. You did it to me with Dexter Deshawn. I don't know why you decided to do it to me again with old girl, but, you know, I rest my case, okay? All right, yeah. You just know, me and you, we ain't on the same wavelength anymore. I hate you. I'm
Damn.
glad you made a beautiful game.
What about the Witcher DLC that's coming out? You can't hate him.
Oh, shoot.
No, I'm joking. If you haven't played Phantom Liberty,
Now
play Phantom
over a
Liberty. It
decade
is
late, that
it is a top 5 DLC. I only have 4 above it, which is Shadow of Erdtree, Last
played it
Overture, Mass Effect Citadel, and Mass Effect Omega. Those are the
Okay.
only 4 DLCs I have
Nah, we're
above it.
not letting this slide. It's been over a decade. They're dropping DLC. Just drop a new game.
No. Phantom Liberty
I
came
actually
out
feel
in
that. I
2023.
feel
I'm
that.
just late. I'm just late.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I missed out on the DLC. I gotta go back and catch up on it after we end the stream here. But we have some beef with Milios and CD Projekt Red. Okay, thank you, Milios. I'm sure they will respond in kind.
And get back Henry Cavill as The Witcher.
Okay, all right.
Yes!
Hannah, of
Come
course.
over,
Hannah jumps in. All right, well, speaking of, we have Hannah here, the Jedi Exile, as Eden. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I gotta do my finger thing. Henry Cavill mentioned in the Great 2026. Okay with me. Yes, he was the best Witcher and will only be the Witcher. But anywho's, welcome everybody. Just putting on mean mod pants for today. Please keep all Uric series spoilers out of the chat. I will ban people. And we do have a few what was the games?
Summer Games Fest.
Summer Games Fest folks
Yes.
in here that have not watched anything. Please keep those spoilers specifically out as well. And I hope you're ready for a very fun adventure that we're going to go on today. I have no idea what it is, but I'm just priming things. And yeah, we're gonna go hunt some mural people apparently.
Ooh.
But not in a bad way, but to keep them safe. Potentially? Who knows?
Potentially. Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Please look forward to it. Excellent. Well, thank you, Hannah, for that. We'll see how it goes today. I mean, there's some people in here that are, maybe not as anti-Aesir as they're letting on, right? We have some people who are in Aesir, and there's some complications, so we'll see how all that goes. Not to name any names or anything. Sun Wu as Lophobia Wu. How you doing, Sun?
Never a part of Aesir. I want this to be known out the gate because I don't like the slander that's reaching my name. I'm a proud member of the Lopobia family, as it says on my name, and put some respect on it. That's what everyone will tell you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Thank
you. Yeah.
But with that said, what's up, everyone? I'm excited for today's episode. More importantly, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I really miss Jerice.
Oh no, he's adding him to the harem.
My
Damn
life
it!
skills.
I'm just
Miss
gonna,
my
have you ever been embraced by 4 arms simultaneously?
Eden turned him
But
down at the
have you?
workshop ball, so no.
Has Woo?
I
The people
cannot
must know.
Confirm nor deny. All I'm saying is,
Some Mortal Kombat characters that wouldn't like that.
Goro?
The tea is piping.
Yeah.
Very.
I'm playing,
very.
but
Unfortunately, mine's eyes.
it's great to see y'all. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. I absolutely agree. And we have, last but certainly not least, Ruka Samuels as Lyria Rain. How are you doing, Ruka?
I'm doing good, and everyone will be very excited to see that fan number 2 has been acquired. Last one was chunked immediately because it gave me a headache because it stunk. So there's this one, which, yeah,
Smells better?
it says I'm chill. You won't see it on the screen.
I was gonna
but
say.
it does say I'm chill. Yeah.
Lick me.
I'm chill. What?
That's what it said backwards. I'm sorry. I was not trying to.
It's backwards.
It's literally what it says. It's literally what it says. It
backwards.
literally says that. I'm not trying to.
It
nothing.
says I'm chill. There's no.
All right, whatever you
Lick
say.
me
That's
and I
literally
still
what
are
it
two
says.
Totally different
If-
things.
All right.
If
all right.
that's what you see when this fan.
I was reading it
It's not on me.
backwards. All right.
That's not on me.
All right.
But now that's gonna be stuck in my head, so thank you for that.
Sorry.
I'm going to get fan number 3 just based on principle now. But yeah, so that is good to go. And I have one more thing. I might bring it in the episode, I might not. But there's a billboard. I have a billboard of mural people.
Wait. Keep it up.
Dun dun dun.
Keep it up.
It's a bit foggy. It's okay.
Where is it? Here it is.
Yeah, so I got the mural people on this billboard.
Excellent.
I got the ones that we're searching for. We're starting with Jerice up here for those of you who are new. And then this one is the only one that we have confirmed dead. This is Damien's dad. There's a little skull there. So,
Damn.
don't make me print out more skulls. Anyway, continue.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for being here, Ruka. And
That makes me feel like we're like in school. She's like, all right, class. So today we're
Yeah.
saying mural people.
With my fan, what we're doing is we're doing this.
She's like, Dominic's dead. Can you say dead?
Can you say?
Parental trauma.
Oh my god.
Annihilated.
Well, you know, the fate of the mural people are in your hands, so I think we should probably go ahead and get started after we read a couple of these super chats. We had a couple of them while people were waiting for the stream. So, first of all, thank you for the $50 donation from Deshea528. Super generous. Thank you so much. We have an omniscient reader reference here, so shout out A Constellation at Sea. Can't wait to see how your stories continue. You are gifted 5,000 coins. Thank you so much to the Constellation Deshea. We will spend those points into our attributes well. Thank you so much for that generous, very generous super chat. Master Goal with the 1999 super chat. Pokemon fact: Lugia was made in collaboration with the Pokemon anime staff. Game Freak made the character design, while the anime staff came up with Lugia's lore, like its connection to the sea and the legendary bird trio. Yeah, that's an interesting fact. It's one of the only Pokemon that was designed like before the game came out. Or like
for making my favorite Pokemon. That's all.
That's your favorite Pokemon. That's a good pick.
That's my favorite.
That's a good pick for Fave. You know, Ho-Oh is weird too, because Ho-Oh obviously first appeared in the anime as well. So like those two legendaries are pretty unique in terms of the games and such. Thank you, Gold, for that super chat. Ducky262 for the membership, 48 months. Thank you so much. Kaido with the 1999 super chat. Hello, so glad to see the Ranker Saga underway. Best of luck to our intrepid cast of characters, and may there be many returning faces to come. Not least of which is Ranker Bug, great ancestor of Go-Go Young, Goat-Go Young. Love ya. If people don't know who, that's a Yurick Mazina.
We can't be promoting scandalous lies and misinformation like this, Joe. This is crazy.
You don't even know Isaiah.
I do.
They're claiming that he's the ancestor of Go-Go Young.
I don't care what.
And Go-Go Young,
if Bug comes out their mouth, bro, and Ranker, it's not true.
Go-Go
Young makes Bug look like a saint, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
right?
Apples and trees, bro. Apples.
Right. Well, okay. That's crazy. But thank you very much, Kaido, for the 1999. And then last but not least, we have $50. Thank you. Another $50. Thank you so much from Raving Breeze. 8603. Missed you guys, and I'm back for the live stream. Let's go, Raving Breeze. We're happy to have you. Thank you so much for that very generous super chat. We're so excited to be back and in full swing. I wonder what'll happen today. All right, guys. That's all I've got. I guess I should say that, you know, this is an 18 and up series, so only watch at your own discretion. You know, there's violence, there's language, there's dark, heavy topics, and all that stuff, so watch at your own discretion. All right, cast, any last things to share before we begin?
What are you signaling there, Joseph? What are you signaling?
I want to do it at the start of every episode. I'm not trying
That's
to.
good. That's
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But also,
I promise you, there is nothing. Well,
I'm ready for blood.
ready for blood?
blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Continue.
Okay, sounds good. Blood. Well, we'll see. We'll see if blood is shed this day. All right, let's go ahead.
Disables our roll 20.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get started here. So last time on Towers and Gods, we reunited the previously known team Recall, who climbed 95% of the tower together, reunited in a twist of fate aboard the Scabbard, one of the many Avalon ships that are owned by the Rain family. And they all reunited. Things were tense. Things were crazy. The ship got partially destroyed. Brack's own ship is being used as a bit of a place to stay for the night before embarking on their new quest, which, under the vision of the newly revealed to be alive Percy Edric, who we thought was dead based on the last episode of the regular saga, revealed that there are mural people that must be saved, for Aesir wishes to advance their nefarious plan by killing them all. Father's spell was a success, however, he wants it to be more of a success. He's a bit of a perfectionist, and he thinks that by killing the mural people, his spell can reach fulfillment in a more complete, faster, and perfect way. So the team decided they want to chase after Jerry's, who is one of the mural people that is unconfirmed. His whereabouts are a little more mysterious. We know that he is apparently the leader of a group called the Exarchs. We don't know much about these Exarchs, other than that they are powerful rankers. Their whereabouts, their members, their goals, their enemies are a bit up in the air at the moment. So we're picking up on Brack's ship. Now, Brack, I wanted to ask you, to give us maybe a bit of a recap or refresher on some of the details of your ship, where people might be going to stay before they embark on their new quest the next day. Give us any other additional details, if you would.
Well, the humble members of Team Recall are getting themselves a humble abode that is humbly placed far away from Brack's mansion. It is on practically the edge of the ship, where there's roughly, let's just say, 6 guest houses, one for Jung and his team if he doesn't want to bunk with everyone else, one for Eden should she not want to bunk with anyone else, or she could share with Illyria. I don't remember which name to go by. There's also one for Wu and Smile is with Wu, right? So one for Smile and Wu. Brack makes sure that surveillance inside that room is turned off, because he know Wu is an animal. And and then the other room is for whatever stragglers may come along. It is designed kind of similar to, like, think of it like, I know I said Atlantis before, but I had to think on it a little bit more. It's more like Rapture from BioShock.
I see.
So, yeah.
And designed like Atlantis in terms of all the, the architecture and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a pretty modern ship, right? Like, it's a pretty advanced. Like,
Yeah.
There's like various kinds of like weaponry, I assume, and self-defense systems and such. Yeah.
Multiple float rock to keep it in air. So, yeah.
Right.
A nice engine system.
Cool. And if I'm correct, Brack's own child is aboard this ship. Is that right?
Yeah, but they ain't getting near him.
Okay. All right.
You dames are not getting near my little terror.
All right. Cool. Well, let's get a brief little glimpse here into each member, sort of post re-encounter. Sort of spending as much time as you wish in each of these rooms before we sort of, take the long rest, as it were. So, if I could start with Brack himself. You led everybody to their rooms, I assume, whether or not people are staying in these rooms or not, or choosing to stay or not. That is the goal. Once you sort of do all of this, what is Brack's next destination as the night falls upon the 84th floor?
Brack's next destination?
Mhm.
Oh, he was just coming to visit Ace. I mean, his next destination was to go look for a new recruit, but you the DM. Yeah.
Indeed, indeed.
I don't want to take over.
No. I just mean that night. Like, what is his goal that night? So if it's to talk to Lyria, then that's great.
Yeah. So Brack goes and he talks with Lyria, aka Ace. Sorry about your ship.
I literally made the door for you to crash through into because you kept jumping into my ships. Why didn't you use the door?
Why didn't you?
I was in the ship, Brack. What do you mean?
So was I. So why did I need to use the door?
You're
You
absolutely
can't answer,
right.
can you? Yeah, see?
You're absolutely right. I don't know why I even went down that path. I'll have that door sealed over if we've already used it. But yeah, you were the least intrusive entrance, which is saying something.
Can I ask, is Lyria still like in her battle attire, like her like typical regalia, or is she just a bit more casually?
If they've settled into the rooms, I would say that if Lyria is in her own private space, I assume with Hugo, she probably wouldn't bunk with Eden, since Eden is army. And so she's probably in her own space,
Yeah.
out of uniform, sure, we could say that for a moment, as she's she was about to make a call to Avalon to kind of say goodnight and kind of get ready for what's to come. So he caught her at the cusp of that.
Gotcha. So, Brack, you're in the room in talking here, and Hugo, who obviously is also in the room, he would kind of walk forward and look past the door. Brack, I was wondering, were you responsible for what happened today?
What do you mean, Big H?
Just seems like a bit of a coincidence that we all ended up in the same spot at the same time. Did you have any hand to play in that?
No. No. Yes, no.
You had a question mark at the end there. Was there some doubt, or?
No. No, there was no doubt. Brack was not responsible.
I was hoping for a more
Well-
confident response.
Do
What-
you?
How have you been, Big H? How has the years been treating you? I mean, it's been a minute since we saw each other.
Lyria had a question first, and then we can get to the pleasantries.
Oh no, I was just curious if Brack had been in contact with everyone over these last 100 years.
Well, you know that I've been in contact with you, and then there's old Jungie. He's been around. Well, on the other hand, every time he sticks his hand in the cookie jar, sometimes you gotta smack it, but so far he's been keeping his distance. And as for Red Leader, I think she reached out. I don't know why.
I could probably
Anyway,
guess
please
with
continue.
her new title and all.
What
It's-
does that have to do with me? I'm her friend. She should have contacted
Were.
me. Huh? Were? There's no past tense.
Well, 100 years is a long time, but
100 years is a blip.
maybe to you. To us, so much happened. I mean, we're parents now. Avalon has changed so much, and the tower, too, is not the same. But we have hope, of course. And he looks to Lyria as he says that, smiles.
You guys been using the
She-
beach house, haven't you?
Well, we haven't been able to.
Why not?
They're closed off. We haven't been able to get to the Premonicy. Don't know
Seems
why.
like- Seems like I got something to do later. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that. We'll take care of that. Anyway, how's the tiny tykes?
Not so tiny anymore.
Oh. They finally ran away from home? Mama scared them away?
No. But and she looks at Bragg with that pointed stare. I would ask that you not bring them up around the others. It's Yes?
Go ahead.
It's imperative that they do not know for them as long as possible. If that is okay with you. There's a lot of people who could benefit from knowing that there are two heirs to Avalon. It's a matter of safety.
Do you think someone from our group would be willingly put your children in danger?
Yes.
Point them out.
Eden is with Aesir. Even though she would not intentionally... Or not Aesir, sorry, Jihad. There's so many factions here.
There are.
Eden is with Jihad, and even though she would not intentionally put children at risk, the people that she works for would, and she is but a vessel for them, unfortunately. Wu is working for Aesir. I do not know what part of the essence, if anything, transferred to my children. I'm sure Father would love to find out. Not to mention, they both have diamonds of their own. Then there's Jong. I don't know if there's anyone he wouldn't sacrifice for his own goals. I would prefer that my children not be brought into it for as long as possible.
Jong's not that much of a bad guy. Like, I'm sure he kills a couple of people here and there, but who hasn't killed someone? I mean, not Brack, but, you know, who hasn't killed someone? You know? I don't think he would do that, but you kind of raise a good point about it. I don't think Wu would do that. Nor Red Leader. But
I didn't think that they would abandon us 100 years ago either for their own plans, but they did. I would have happily shown them that I had children if we were all still friends and connected decades and decades ago. They don't suddenly get access to my children now.
But we're family, though. What? Okay.
We were. And maybe
And-
there's a chance that there can be, but not
Right.
right now.
It just will take a little bit of time, Brack, to see where everyone stands after all this time.
I understand. I don't like it, but I understand. Now respect your wishes.
Thank you.
And then Brack reaches into his inventory. Just make sure the little princess gets this. And he hands Ruka like a custom-made trident.
For Melody.
Yeah.
A trident.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Certainly something.
Do you think she
She like
would...
gives the trident to Hugo.
Yeah, he kind of takes it and he looks at it. Is there anything... I mean, they've begun learning a bit. She's begun learning under So Young a little bit about Shinsu and the like, but a trident, she
Don't
does
worry
like
about it.
sparkly things, so...
Don't worry about it, Big H. Just hold up. Let me teach you a trick with it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we're in the room, right? All right. Stamp it down as hard as you can.
He looks down at it. Stamp it
Please
down.
don't kill my husband, Brack.
Stamp it down. Just slam it on the ground. But at the staff end. At the staff end. Not the horn point. The staff end.
He was about to pierce into Brack's shiny new ship with his harpoon, but he flips it over, staff end down. He kind of looks at Lyria. Looks
A bubble
back.
shield just forms around him.
Okay.
It'll protect her. Give it to her. I know she's fiery, but she's also fragile. We can't have anything happen to her. Just say you gave it to her, you know?
I mean, I'm sure she'd know it was from you. You're the only one with that motif around here.
She don't need to know that it came from me. This is me making up for giving her candy and sending her back home. Okay?
Yes, thank you for that. Okay. Well, what about your own child? Are you okay with his exposure here?
He won't be exposed. Winston is handling everything.
Okay.
He's been good. You should see him now. And he throws a
I
mean
saw
hook.
him. He was in the hole in my ship that you made.
No. I mean in a fight. Not see.
Oh, in a fight.
You've seen him plenty of times. I mean in a fight.
Well,
He hits
bring it
harder than
on
you
and
did
we
back
can
on
fight.
that Endero floor. Remember that town? I bet the townsfolk
I
didn't
hit
forget.
hard. The problem was I hit hard. That was the whole point. That was the problem. Anyway. She composes herself. Next time we're in Avalon and he happens to be there, he'll have to go against a cord and see what he's made of.
He'll win.
Or he can go against my suit.
He'll win.
What?
Well, no.
You mean the
I'll
strength
make him win.
suit?
The strength suit, yes.
He is
But-
quite versatile.
But a cord is the better pick for the first time.
Of
We wouldn't
course.
want to scare him away.
It's true. It's true. And maybe there are other members of our team that would like to see him again.
Which is also why I am grateful for your ship, and that we don't have to go directly to Avalon, because the thought of all of them there collectively makes me a bit nauseous.
You owe me. I don't know
I owe
what.
you.
I don't know when. I don't know where, but you owe me.
Do I still have to pay rent if I owe you more than the others for some reason?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Rent and a favor. Sounds about right.
sure.
I mean, could you have more to lose than they do? I mean, they would probably prefer to sleep outside, but you're trying to hide something from them. So yes, rent favor. Yes.
Oh, please. We're all trying to hide things from one another. I'm nothing unique. For me, it just happens to be my children amongst that. So, no big government secrets.
No government secrets. You're right. But you are trying to protect something precious. And I can benefit off of that. So yeah. Rent in favor.
Well, we can shake on it at some point.
No. Your word's not good. You've cheated me way too many times in the past. Big H, come here, brother. We're going
Wait,
to
what? You can't take my husband as collateral? What are you talking
I
about?
think I'll be staying out of this. In fact, Brack, we're both awfully tired after the long day. We both have many things to take care of, but I'm sure we'll have plenty more chances to continue to catch up.
Yes, sir. You guys enjoy your stay, and there's some buttons and gadgets over there. Configure the room to your liking. Ta-ta! And Brack just heads out the door.
He shuts the door and just lets out the longest sigh of just...
Haven't had the Brack sigh in a while.
It has been eventful with him around again. He does smile, though, like after letting out this, he gets a little smirk, a bit of a nostalgic air about him.
Of all the members I thought I would be raising children with, it was not Brack.
At the same time,
But-
he's, in a way, I can kind of see it. He cares a lot, you know?
Crazy grandpa.
Yeah.
Crazy old man. But we appreciate him for it. And we'll need him if there's to be a mediator between us all who's a little less emotionally charged.
Good point. He might be one of the only ones whose loyalties are less defined at the moment. But I guess we'll find out more tomorrow. He kind of pauses. I wanted to ask, you'll all be leaving tomorrow to go after one of the mural people, right?
I believe Dries was who was mentioned. I've never, I don't think, talked to him, but I've seen him.
Do you want me to tag along or go back to Avalon and watch after the others?
Selfishly, I always like having you along. But if Jihad is here, and Aesir is here, and other organizations are all at play, it might be best that one of us is in Avalon, and the twins have always preferred you. I think you'll be a good comfort.
That's... He kind of stumbles over his response. I'm sure they'd... I mean, you could stay and I could go with them and you could spend some time with them. I know that's rare with all the responsibilities.
I have made myself into the Crystal Monarch, and she, like, the accent comes back thicker as she kind of eases into that role. I have command of the suits, and you do not. So, it is best that I take on whatever this is again. At least they're used to it, me being away on some insane mission. And Astrid and Lexi, all of them have been contacted to a degree, but if you could ensure that Avalon is ready should anything go wrong, I would appreciate it.
I will. I'll also ask Astrid about Leaf. See what she knows about his current whereabouts.
Leaf, I would say Astrid is one of the expendable suits when it comes to her movements. She can probably scout if she's not needed in Avalon for her brother, if that is something she wants to do. As for the others, they're pretty stationary, -1. And come to think of it, their intel on this specific situation wasn't wrong, but there was far more at play than I think they even knew. At least I hope that they knew.
Far more. All right, I'll handle things. But you all take care out there. You don't know who could be waiting. It could be a trap. There could be so much more, even, that we don't understand. So, will you be...
Well, I mean... Go ahead.
Will you be taking a ship yourself?
I'll send you back with a scabbard. It needs repairs anyway. You can
Alright.
take the scabbard back. I will stay here with Brack. He wouldn't keep me stranded. I'm too insufferable for that. So, I'll trust in them, and if not, I have the suit. I can fly myself. But I think that covers mostly everything. But I would say, and she like reaches out her hand and takes his. Do you have to leave tonight? Right away?
I can leave in the morning.
That would make me feel a lot better.
Of course. And, as you say that, well, I actually think I'll save something. I'll save it for, I think it makes more sense to be done later. He would remain, you know, and the plan being clear, the scabbard to be taken back in the morning, but there's no immediate rush. As we said last episode, as was stated, everybody who's in Avalon, which is a fair amount of mural people, if you include the people in this room, you know, they're pretty safe and sound. I mean, it's clear the location hasn't been determined, at least not evidently, and so, you know, he will plan on having a safe journey back starting the next day. Okay. I'm a bit open on this. You know, we haven't. I'd like to just get even if at least a brief glimpse into the other player characters. Is there anybody who wants to share a bit about what your character might be doing that night, or what they're doing to kind of, you know, in post of the scenes that took place? Are they going anywhere? Are they making any calls? Are they just sharing thoughts to themselves even? If we could get a little glimpse, that'd be great. I'll kind of leave it up in the air.
If it's okay with Isaiah, you mind if Brack comes see you?
Yeah, works for me.
So Brack will go to see Jong.
Cool. What was Jong doing before Brack arrives?
I'd say he's hanging out in the room. He's laying on the bed and kind of looking up at the ceiling, and he's kind of so he has like the special kunai of his, and he's throwing one up into the ceiling, and swapping places with one in his hand, and he's just kind of mindlessly repeating that pattern back and forth, as you can tell that like he's kind of mulling over the events that happened, you know, well, not yesterday, I guess today or whenever, you know, the last episode stuff, and sort of like, you know, what the best way to handle going to get Jerry's is now.
Cool. All right. Well, Brack, do you knock? Is there a knock at the door?
There ain't no knock.
Okay. All right.
Brack checks to see if the door is locked. Is the door locked?
It is not. It is unlocked.
So Brack turns the knob and he peeks his head through the door, like slightly. Like all you can see, like it's kind of like this part of his head. And he just looks. He's noticed that Jong is like throwing daggers up at the ceiling, and he's just like, can't take him nowhere. Hey, Jong, how you doing?
And he doesn't turn to you at first. He just watches and waits for the last kunai that's stuck in the ceiling to kind of slowly fall as he catches it. Hello, Brack. Nice of you to stop by.
How have you been? I know it's been a while.
It has. What was the last job I did for Fug? It's been a while.
It was good to see that you came back in one piece. We was kind of a doozy. Didn't think that you had it in you, but
Please. When it comes to work, I'm nothing if not a professional. And as he says that, he snaps, and the two knives that were on the bed, as he gets up to walk closer to Brack, like disappear, like from the bed, presumably, like they're getting called back to him.
Brack like a stunned child. Oh, you learn new tricks.
More like refine some old ones.
Okay.
Gotta stay sharp in the tower. You know that, I'm sure.
Brack, if there's anything I understand, it's that. But I just came to check up on you to make sure that you're okay. I know you've been through a lot. And I know the last time we talked, you seemed like you were okay, but I worry about you.
Come on, Brack. You know I'm pretty good at compartmentalizing. Kind of the best at it.
I guess that's what we calling it nowadays, huh? Compartmentalizing. Okay, kid. All right, but seriously, take care of yourself, all right?
Actually, Brack, while you're here, I got a quick question for you.
Shoot.
He's kind of quiet for a minute. As you can tell, he's like, it almost feels like he may be thinking of the best way to ask this question. These mural people, this mission to save them, you think we can do it?
Brack stares up at the ceiling. I think so. I mean, we faced some impossible odds before and we came out on top. What's another thing? Right?
Yeah, we certainly have done a lot, haven't we?
You remember on that floor where we fought against that weird creature? Just you, me, Shion, and Hugo?
Yes, I
I
do.
didn't think we could beat that, but we did.
And like in this moment, I think like as you brought up that example specifically, you see it sort of wash over him that like, even amongst the other members of Recall in a very sort of technical way, like he has been with Brack is one of the people he has sort of like been through, I won't say the most, but like been through a lot with specifically. And specifically in that time period, when Team Recall was like splintered or all sent away and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't like our odds while I was on my way to Avalon, but now that I know you're here, I think we got a pretty good shot at nailing this.
See, that's what we need. More youthful optimism. I see you've changed a little bit over these years, John. That's good. That's good. Now come here. Come here, you little small man. Come here.
Okay, all right. We don't have to do all that.
Brock just scoops him up in a bear hug.
And he knows battles that are meant to be fought and ones that just there's no point in fighting. He just lets it happen.
Take care of yourself. I mean it. Don't make me have to, kick you into shape. All right?
He like raises up his right hand. I promise I'll be on my best behavior.
Good. Also, if you want anything, just make sure you hit those buttons on the wall. It'll change the room however you want it, and you can summon food and all that. We have chefs, you know, so get whatever you want. You deserve it. You and your crew? Where's your crew?
They're back at HQ. Once I saw that things were getting a little complicated back on Ace's ship, I figured it'd be best for me to handle this, well, by myself.
Okay. Well, sure. Get yourself whatever you want, you know. I didn't want everyone to bunk up together like in the past, you know, creating uncomfortable situations, you know, with nude people, hint, nude people. So this time, you know,
It's amazing how you never fail to bring up that one very specific situation.
Anyway, get whatever you want.
I will. You get some sleep, Eric. You have a big day ahead of us.
All right, beautiful. Is Brack making the rounds? Like, is he checking on everybody or just those two?
Yeah, he's checking
perfect.
on everybody.
That's perfect. Who does he
He's
visit
going
next?
to save, if it's okay with you, Hannah, he's going to save Eden for last. So next he goes and he checks up on Wu.
Now,
If it's okay with you, Wu.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Can we? Let's say then we just get a brief little moment of like what Smile and Wu would have been talking about in the room even before Brack potentially doesn't knock, enters.
We can say like it's like a few
Exactly.
minutes before
Exactly.
Brack
Yeah, that's
comes
perfect.
in. So Smile may have been in the middle of saying something to Wu when you just see him toss this device against the wall. There's no time anymore, Smile. Or he wouldn't have said Smile. He would have said Laura, actually.
Yeah.
There's no time anymore, Laura.
Time?
She's gotten too good. She's already champion rank. I haven't been able to climb outside of Master Ball. All of Father's errands the last month. Let alone setting up our own plans.
Woo. We should probably well. Okay.
This is important, Laura. This is important.
I know this.
Tower Champions is one of the best games that I've played in a long time, and this Mopey Bame Trick Room team that Stexa is running is causing too many problems. I understand that we have things to do.
Trick Room isn't even meta right now. Like you could just run like taunt and maybe like imprison on your
it's not
on
that
Mopey
simple.
Bame and.
You don't understand the way she's trained her team. It's okay. It's fine. I just have to accept that I no longer have time for frivolities anymore. And here I was looking forward to seeing my brother participate in the Tower Cup. He's making great strides as a midfielder, you know.
Your brother? Oh, you mean Rabbit Ears?
He has a name, Laura. We've talked about this.
I know, but I like calling him Rabbit Ears. It's cute.
He's not cute. He's just fun. And he can run. That's what he does. And he's going to make great strides for us as a family. Right. On the field. Never as a combatant. Don't tell him I said that.
I won't. He is really busy, though, with his new job, I hear. So...
It's not more important than winning the Tower Cup. And with his skills, he might be able to do it. Whatever. Anyway, I'll let Stexa have it for today. How are you feeling?
She looks a little bit like, you know, keeping up like a grin, but clearly like tired as well, like running on adrenaline fumes. And she kind of like just collapses back onto the bed, just staring up at the ceiling. He's alive.
I mean, I told you that it was always a possibility.
I know. I
wasn't sure myself.
I didn't think that Jung would let him live.
Didn't seem like he followed through at the time, but there were just too many things that didn't add up. honestly, I'm happy for both of us. I mean, don't get me wrong. Possibility of Percy being dead crushed me for so long, but also realizing that what I knew was genuine, that the person I consider a brother wasn't truly capable of what I thought. Gives me a little bit of hope.
Hope. But also, she kind of like a shiver kind of runs through her. Uncertainty. I mean, did you see the way that Eden killed all those pawns? Like it was nothing? She's changed.
Yeah.
She's changed, and yet, at the same time, it's clear that she's... It's almost like she's finally gained this sort of... It was a little scary.
Hey, and he puts his hand on her shoulder. I'm not asking you feel anything but what you do. That you don't ever have to forgive her, but you understand that things aren't just simple. There's nuance, and honestly, she's been through so much. If there's any possible way that we can break through, I'd like to. It would help me to know that you can accept that there's no more resentment.
You're right. I'll try. The most important thing is Aesir's changed. Or at least I see more of what I should have seen.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. And he looks around the room, kind of being wary. I was gonna roll for this, but I don't have to, given the fact that Milios already told me that he turned off the surveillance. So clearly I can say whatever I want to say without issue. I think it would be best, given the circumstances, and I hate to do this to you, especially since I feel responsible for you not having a home to go back to right now. But I don't think you should come with us on this next one.
What? Why?
I mean, given what you just said, let's really look at it. They won't trust us. Not immediately. Especially me. It's not even just you. I think at the end of the day, you're one of the only people I can trust. I prefer it if, now that it's only a matter of hours, if he doesn't already know, that Tyrseth realizes we've defected and starts to actuate his contingencies. Would you do me a favor and, unless you would rather stay with Percy, which is fine by me too, but I haven't really heard from Yajin, and I don't know if she really is pregnant or not. And on top of that, Mirth is in danger.
You want me to check
If
on
you-
them?
If you wouldn't mind at least protecting them in the meantime, it will put my mind at ease.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. It's... as long as I'm feeling this way.
And what way is that?
Boole placed his faith in me. And now Percy's alive. And for the first time, it really feels like we have a goal. And as long as I wear this necklace, she grabs it with her hand. With all that in mind, I feel confident. I'll do it.
Bull placed his faith in you because he understood who you were at your core. with or without that necklace. Honestly, I really admire you. I haven't said it a lot lately. Thank you for sticking by my side.
I'm glad that things, even as messy and crazy as they are, could bring us back together.
And he gives her a hug. Now the job's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Aging and pregnancy, difficult. And you know how Mirth is with her. You're gonna not only have to be referee, but goaltender.
You're not
I
sending
really want to watch the Tower Cup.
You're not sending
Anyway.
me to my early grave, are you?
Well, they both like you, so as a mediator, it should be fine.
Yeah.
And
All right.
you're strong enough to protect them both. Let Mirth know that the 10-ton orphanage isn't safe anymore, especially now. Maybe... Maybe talk to the girls at the beachfront. They might help.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry.
More to the harem. More to the harem.
The masseuses, yeah?
Yeah, they've always had a soft spot for me. Just, probably the least thing that Tyrseth would expect.
I'll reach out. And it's around this moment I think that Brack would have arrived.
Knock, knock. Decent.
I mean, I have no shirt on. Does that count?
Good enough.
What's up, Brack? Please don't tell me you're here to talk about the finances.
Of course not. I'm here about you stealing finances. But
Stealing is such a harsh word. If you look at the margins, we're up. That's exponentially so, actually. Now, did I dip my hand into the pot, so to speak, a couple times? Sure, but I had things to buy.
did you replace the money?
Of course. In due time, it's always replaced. And as a result...
No. See, that you try to use trickery there. You tried to like skirt right past that. You said in due time. So in that due time, did you replace the money?
All the money has been replaced. It just so happens that before this latest excursion, I may have removed a couple... 2 million points from the account, but there was a reason for this. I promise.
What was the reason? What was the reason, Woo? Beast, can you tell me what the reason was? Because you were with him. What was the reason? Oh, so now everybody is silent. Now Brack is just out here talking to the void.
Look, let's just say that I had to replace a few things, and at the end of the day, these Tower Mon funds are gonna fund themselves, and ultimately,
Goddamn game again, boy. Yes, you have a problem. Send you to rehab.
I met this girl on the 34th floor. Okay, is that what you want to hear? It's fine. Like I said, I have a few things in the work, and I used a good bit on Taki's on Taki's Tower Cup kits. The team is gonna win, and we're officially endorsing them. And when they do,
What's the grand prize?
it's all money, baby.
What's the grand prize, Will?
The grand prize is 500 million points, and a personal blessing from the King of the Tower himself. And not the false one.
What are the chances that Super Bunny will
Taki...
win?
I mean, I bet on it, so... the odds were pretty much in our favor.
We can't go by your gambling history, Will. Come
The
on.
fix is in, brother. You know me. I wouldn't do anything that's not guaranteed.
Okay, I believe that. I believe that. You will find a way to. Yeah, I believe you. Okay, good, good. Other than that, how have you been, man?
Honestly, surprisingly okay, given everything that's happening. Kind of more concerned about you and everyone else.
I've been Brack. You know, a little
can see
recruitment
that.
here. You know,
The
little
suit
espionage.
fired though. Who put that together for you?
Oh, these threads. This was made by the finest of craftsmen named Winston. I helped him climb the tower, and yeah, he does certain things for me. Let's just say he's my Q.
Well, he's always had your back, I'll give you that. Maybe I should have him touch up my fit, but I had a master artisan put this together herself, so I'd rather keep it that way.
Who was the artisan, Woo?
You're asking me for too many secrets, Breck.
Okay. Oh, now I'm asking for too many secrets. He can embezzle money, but he can't tell me a simple artisan in the tower. Oh, okay, buddy.
Embezzlement means that I stole money with no intention of giving it back. I just simply repositioned the funds.
Fraud. Thank you.
Yes, fraud. And we're richer for it. You always struck me as somebody that valued the endgame.
I do, but you just keep doing it to me. You do it to me, and then you smile in my face, and then I go, "Oh, it's just a woo smile."
And the
You know,
reason that you
see-
let me do it is because you trust at the end of the day, it's gonna work itself out for the better. Otherwise, you would have stripped me of my position long ago.
You're right, I would have.
Now, how are the others doing?
Jung is actually doing pretty well. I'm happy for him. And you know how Lyria is. You know, Lyria is Lyria. You know, she's putting on that posh front, but the reality is she's still ace deep down.
I got that sense, but she's guarding something, and I have no intention of pushing it. Everybody's
Brack
entitled.
just when you say she's guarding something, Brack just does like, you know, the kid with the water glass, and he's like looking like over at the camera. He just does that. Like, yeah, guarding something. Yeah.
It's her own business. If she's willing to share, she can. How about you?
Life's been lifing, you know. A little recruitment here, a little traveling there. I got in a fight with a Hendo lock. Did you know that if you punch one in the throat, they'll tell you all their secrets?
I thought that was just everybody.
Eh,
But that's a specific trait.
I don't know.
I haven't tried it.
I need to hit another one.
You know, it also works if you stab.
Laura, we talked about this.
I'm just
Less
saying,
stabbing,
it's true.
more
I
communication.
actually think it's more effective. Well, if you do it too much, then they can't speak, because then you're like puncturing their lungs and
The last 3 people you stabbed never said a word again.
vocal. Okay, I'm learning
I'm sure
restraint.
you killed a few people that you stabbed too, haven't you? Just like you thought that you was going to get some information out of them. Oops, miss, a little too close to the heart, and they died.
Yeah, it's happened. More than 3.
More than 3. Whoa.
Speaking of which, what's up with the little one?
Oh, Pip. It's fine.
Pip.
Fine. He's going to run all of this someday. You know, old Brack ain't going to be around for too long. And then Brack like nudges you on your shoulder when you say that, because he's going to be around for as long as he wants to be.
I was gonna say, yeah, everything the light touches will be his, I guess. At least he has more tenacity than you.
Would you like to find out?
Not today. I'm a little worn out.
I see. Chasing around a pink girl in a suit. It'll do that to you.
Wu, like, actually, that wasn't even about Wu, like, audibly laughs. I missed you, buddy.
Missed you too. All right, I came in here to let you know, though, hit any of the buttons on the wall. You can configure the room however you want. Have a blast. You too, try not to stay up late, you crazy kids. And
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa, hold on. What is that implying exactly?
it implies nothing. I just recognized her from the 6th floor. How you doing? Your name is Laura, right? Laura Croft? Laura something, right?
Cross. Laura Cross.
Cross? Yeah, y'all go across something there?
Oh my god. Anyway, see you, Brack. Have a good night.
Just, I'm sure you have a lot to manage here. It was good to see you.
Good to see you too, Woo. And then Brack gives like Woo a bear hug, lifting him up off his feet, shaking him around.
Feel strong. And then there's like a brief moment that if Brack like was really clocking it, he would notice that to actually lift Wu off the ground was way more difficult than it would have ever been before.
You need to watch your intake. You're getting a little hefty there, kid.
I was in the best shape of my life.
I don't know. And Brack just looked at him. He sees him rip. He goes, "You're getting fat." Like right there. Brack is lying up through his teeth. He's just lying through his teeth.
Oh my god.
Right there. A little under boob right there too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, buddy. And Brack just heads out. Ta-ta!
See ya.
And then as Brack is leaving, there's just like a moment where Wu and Laura look at each other. Yeah, absolutely not. Never. Not
Nope.
gonna happen.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you know.
Of course. All right. There's one more stop for the Lord of the Ship. Do you like being called Lord of the Ship or Master of the Ship? What is the preferred title?
He's just Brack.
Oh, okay.
You know?
The Brack of the Ship ends up arriving at the final room, his final destination of the night. Can we get a little glimpse into Eden? What Inquisitor Eden would have been up to?
Well, I think she probably would be, she would be in a room. Probably giving a report on the goings-ons and her whereabouts to her commanding officer.
I say. Feel free to turn up your audio just a little bit.
Hello!
Just a little bit.
Is that better?
Yeah, I have you at max. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, for sure. Now, as you go to make this call to your commanding officer, you start to
Pick which
receive.
one?
Well, you start to receive an incoming call. Actually, right as you pull out your pocket, boom, incoming call from a certain division commander. That's the word I'm looking for. Division Commander Baksu.
She contemplates derelicting her duty. And him being a higher ranking officer than her. But she presses some buttons on a panel near her. And outside of the room that she's in, a cube forms around the room that she's in. And she hits a few more buttons. Some stuff goes through on a screen. And then she takes the pocket call. On her jihad-issued pocket, by the way. This is not her personal pocket. This is her work pocket.
Right. That's an important distinction. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, this person and you wouldn't have been working together all that often, but being in the same squadron, you would certainly have run into each other during important meetings and during times when you had to exchange information and update certain rare instances where he would have been your commanding officer on even certain missions and such. And there
Let
would
it
have
be known, Eden avoids this dude like the plague. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, Baksu is, you know, a bright blue-eyed young lad. He's not, well, you know, he's not as young as he used to be. No. Well, not really.
So.
No. But he is bright blue-eyed, and he has a certain kind of hunger for knowledge regarding the Rain family and Avalon, which is just a little thing you may have heard about.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So he calls, and you set up your lighthouse. You set it, you know, it's on your jihad pocket, as you say. And when you answer, there's just silence on the other end.
Division Commander, I do not like being bothered with your silence. If you're going to call, speak. My time is precious.
Inquisitor Eden, or should I say, Company Commander. And there's like a little bit of a hint of, I know
Snark.
you. Yeah, I'm calling because I wanted to know what the status was of your current mission. I'm unable to contact either of our commanding officers, after all. Where are you located currently?
Division Commander Baksu, you know most of my work is confidential to Squadron Commander Longinus and Vice Commander Scopio. You trying to pull rank, trying to get information that's classified, is an interesting move that you're trying to make here. Because you know I must answer your call because you've given your rank. Don't abuse it.
Section 7, Clause 32 of the Jihad Army Code. When on a personal private mission, and either commanding officer is unavailable for more than 24 hours, the next commanding officer is allowed to engage their subordinates, company commander, to acquire even the most basic of information, such as, and not limited to, including whereabouts. I'm simply making sure you're all right if you need any reinforcements and the like.
You know I don't need reinforcements. Division Commander. My location is classified, as you well know, and most of my movements within the Army are classified from the highest rank. You pulling out Section 7, Subsection 32 is something you could be written up for.
Is it a threat?
I'd hate to have to inform Vice Commander Scopio or Squadron Commander Longinus of your vendetted meddling.
You ask as if I have an ulterior motive when this whole recording will be sent over to my commanding officers, for I have nothing to hide. If you do not wish to share that information, that is your choice. But do not put this blame on my shoulders.
You initiated the call. I was following orders. If anyone looks like they're out of line, it's you, Division Commander. This isn't the first time you've done this, and this isn't the first time you'll be reprimanded for this type of behavior.
Worry not.
Commander Scopio was not unavailable for more than 24 hours, because I've already spoken to him.
I see.
Watch yourself, lest you be demoted.
You're lucky you have that special title. Company Commander.
Only means I'm more useful. Because I actually focus on my job.
Company Commander Corain. I almost said Coridon. That is a Pokemon. Sorry. Corain.
That's not a conversation!
Sorry. Yes. Woo got me thinking about champions. Company Commander Corain is currently on floor 83. I say this because, if you wish to report, he is in the area, but I'll let you enjoy the rest of your night.
Your audacity never ceases to amaze me, Baksu. I will make sure this is written up again. Because Korain is my same rank. I don't need to report to him. The only person I report to. Need I remind you, for I think it's the 13th time now that you've been written up for this. I answer to Vice Commander Scopio and Squadron Commander Longinus. You have other duties, and I don't need to remind you of them, that don't involve my work.
Back when I first joined the army, we had a sense of camaraderie that I hate to see has been
Internally,
lost.
Eden rolls her eyes and like, back in my day.
Yeah.
Hacked it up, Aksu. Hacked it up, brother. Come on now.
Like,
I
why is
wasn't-
he still going? Like,
He's almost done. He's
what are
almost
you
done.
doing?
He's almost done.
Same
He's
reason why he
almost
still
done.
has a grudge.
He can't lose a fight, bro. He's like, oh, and another thing though.
He doesn't like strong women. It's okay. But also, just as a side note, what Eden put up, having an inkling that she would be tracked, her lighthouse has jamming capability, so he cannot pinpoint where she's at. It's basically, it's a VPN for her lighthouse. It's pinging all over the tower. So if he is trying to track where she's at, he cannot.
Camaraderie in Jahan's army is something that's been lost to time. I only offered the suggestion in case you wish to share with your fellow members of the army. But I see that you had other ideas, as you tend to do.
okay, but do you have a job? Like, do you do your like? Do you have things that you need to do?
Division Commander. You haven't liked my presence in the first squadron, even after you were brought into the fold. I may be lower rank, but I have been here longer and serve my own purpose. And just because it doesn't follow under how you think the army should be run, that's a conversation you need to take up with Squadron Commander Longinus or the King himself. Stay in your lane, and that's the last I'm going to say. And she hangs up the call.
All right.
No salute, no honor, no nothing.
Damn. Damn. Unfortunately, your plans to update your actual superior officers, commanding officers, was
The
interrupted.
one that matters.
The one that matters. But there's another interruption, as a certain Brack Bronson is now at the door.
So, Brack, what you see in the room, you don't see the lighthouse. You see like a faint red outline that's kind of like pinging the edges of the room. It's not like enveloping the whole room, but it's probably something you would be familiar with over the hundreds of years, that there's like almost a security perimeter around an invisible lighthouse. She didn't have time to make it invisible before Baksu stuck his nose in everything. So you do see an outline where you would know somewhere in that cube there's an invisible lighthouse. But Eden is not physically present in the room.
Oh, she's not physically present in the room?
She's in the lighthouse.
Yeah, I kind of gauged. So, Brack would walk over to the lighthouse, and he'd knock on it.
Well, he would hit the red outline first, and would kind of give you a zap.
Brack would take the zap. He'd go to try to knock on it again.
And you'll see like the lighthouse come to visibility.
Okay. Knock, knock, I got pizza.
Just is like, and 1 second, and you'll hear it kind of broadcast out from the lighthouse. And she'll do something, put a towel around her neck, and then like the lighthouse will open and she'll hop out of it, and she does something on a little thing on her arm, and then the little security system goes down, and then as soon as she steps out of it, it goes back up around the lighthouse. I don't see any pizza, so was a lie.
I brought a pizza me. We're friends. Come on now. Like, I'm here.
You'll see, like, Eden kind of, like, pinch her scarred eye, just like, oh my gosh.
Red Leader, how have you been? It's been centuries? Century.
A century.
That, yes.
Yeah. I've been surviving. You seem to have done well for yourself. Finally needled this out of Gabriel, I suppose.
All you had to do was just hit a doe in the leg. But you didn't call, you didn't write, not even a little a VoIP of some kind with like a message that's like, hey Brack, I'm okay. Nah. I have to hear rumblings through the tower that old Red Leader joined Jihad's forces.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, I don't got no problem. It's Red Leader. You're Red Leader. Like, why would I have a problem with that? Just why couldn't you tell old Brack?
Well, I also seem to recall that no one else reached out either, so I was going through a lot.
And that there is where Brack will admit fault. Brack is not how would I put it? He's not completely altruistic, but he cares. He cares about you guys. I know I could have been there and I could have done more, but you know, things.
Yes, and she'll like open her palm like how she always used to like start fire, and like there's no fire. Things.
Things? What do you mean things? What, you can't make fire or something?
Well, it seems pretty evident to me today that the ritual had different effects on people, and I had poor side effects. Reports say that you're still a dreamer, according to a certain someone with a single letter of their name that likes to report on you, which is odd.
My God.
Scopio originally put them in the spam.
Is it that Latitude guy?
No, that's Squadron Commander Longinus. I'm talking about your friend.
Oh, Legititus. Gotcha.
I'm talking about your friend from the little dream world.
I don't have no friends in no dream world.
Yes, you do. Why?
Why are you saying why?
Why, like, his name is the letter Y. I didn't name him. Someone in his family named him a very poor name in conversation.
Brack knows no one by the name of Y nor Leather. Letter? Leather? Letter?
No.
Letter. Yes.
The Mixethian letter of Y. She'll draw it in the air. That's his name. He likes to report on you to the army that you still have your dreamer capabilities. Uh-oh. Because adding to the board. Zhang still seems to have the air and stench of death about him. Wu still radiates his kingly aura. So, and I do not. You were with my father long enough to know that I'm unfortunately cut from a different cloth, so things affected me differently. And the rest of my climb was not normal. So.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you abandoned your family. Like,
I seem to remember there was a lot of abandoning going on the last time we were all in the same room.
but I didn't abandon you. Oh, I may have, like, zoned out and fell asleep. Inside joke. But
above table.
Literally, you did just fall asleep, but you know. Happy.
Hey, he's a dreamer.
Iconic.
If he fell asleep in the final
It's-
ritual, that's actually.
Are you
perfect.
telling me that was planned?
Perfect.
Was that
Hell no.
planned?
Yes, it was. Lou. Yes, it was.
Just say it
Lou.
was,
Brack,
just
play
move
it
on,
off,
move on.
Brack, play it off.
But
Look at it. We're organically writing this tale. It's fine.
but Brack never stopped caring about you guys.
That's all well and good. I'm glad your care transcends betrayals and fracturing.
But Brack didn't betray anyone. Brack was trying to be the crazy glue that kept everyone together. Yes. That's punny, kind of, because I was metaphorically crazy, but still, I wanted to help you guys. As much
I
as
wanted to help
I could.
everyone too, but my help didn't go very far. Plus, I also heard that my father and Levon ended up picking you up in the fight, which that's an interesting pairing. I also heard Levon said that you tried to punch him again multiple times.
It was a misunderstanding.
It's always a misunderstanding.
I thought he was trying to kidnap me.
He's trying to rescue you, but that's so.
I mean, you know, a grown man picks up another grown man and moves him against his will. That's kidnapping. Right?
In a battle, I don't consider that kidnapping, but
But either way,
is there anything I can help you with?
have you forgotten about your dream? The one that you told
I've
me.
forgotten a lot of things.
Well, let Brack be a little bit more specific. 30th floor. Singular room. Brack sitting on the floor. You explaining to Brack exactly what happened to you by the great families. A particular one. One of the bowl cut variety.
You'll see her like think for a second. Oh, about gusting.
Yes.
I've met the man.
Hold 1 second. Winston, did you catch that? Yeah. So I'm not hallucinating. She said that she met him.
She'll grab him by the little tuft of his beard and pull him down to her eye level. And she's like crazily like stronger than you remember her. Like she had her ha strength in the back, but this is like a whole different like yoink. So you do have the room booked, don't you?
Oh, ship is under my surveillance unless I
That's what I thought.
will it.
And you'll see her like punch something on her wrist, and like the red cube expands around them now.
What are you doing all of that for? You know Brack is nosy. Like, you made it seem like I've never been this way.
Yes, and I thought you might have changed in the last 100 years, but it seems like you haven't.
I've changed. Believe you me, I've changed, but Brack is still the Brack that you know. I would say then you would start to notice that Brack's speech patterns are like, he's kind of forcing it a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of going into the mannerisms that you remember a little too hard. But
Yeah.
it's like the Brack. Brack is the Brack.
Is there any like perception or like an insight check that she could make that would give her insight as to why he's projecting so hard?
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll perception if you want. Yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go ahead. Let me.
You pull my sheet up. Hold here, please. Hold here.
First roll.
Woohoo! 8. Oh. Hold.
Hold the
Flag.
door.
Oh,
Hold the door.
Why is it not?
This would happen last week. Or no, 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
is it being a little
It
weird?
like lags a bit.
Okay.
So it would be. Hold on. I'll do the math myself because it's not. It's not showing up.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry about that.
So it'd be
Roll
a
20.
17.
17.
Perception roll. Because I rolled an 8. And mine's a +9, so.
Okay. Yep.
Would she glean anything on a 17?
On the 7th, yeah, she would. So the first thing you would notice, Brock is kind of putting on a show with what his speech pattern is.
Yeah. Why are you forcing a persona, Brack? I thought you were over that.
What do you mean? And Brack starts to sweat a little bit.
Oh, your audio, Hannah, is like weirdly low. There you go. I think you're back.
That better?
Yeah. It like.
All right, so I just
weirdly...
can't have roll 20 open. Interesting. I'll troubleshoot that at the break.
Weird. All right.
I just don't get music now. That's fine.
Shoot.
And she'll like you'll see like her scarred eye kind of squint, and you'll see kind of like the gold around like that's inlaid in her scars kind of like maybe glow a little bit brighter. She's like examining him. You said you've changed. That you're pretending to be like how you used to be.
Oh.
You'll see her hand kind of reach towards her side, but like not too fast. Just like a hand at the ready.
I would say at that moment, Brock would smile, and he'll look at you, and he'll just go, "Well, I tried." It's surprising that you were the first one to figure this out. How are you doing, Eden? The name is Pontus.
Pontus. Pontus. Is this the true amalgamation of all of your fractures? Is this who you've always been?
He strokes his beard a little bit. Not exactly an amalgamation, just more so the truth.
Well, that's what you were seeking. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Is this who you want to be, or did you prefer a fracture?
The fracture was something that wasn't mine to decide. It wasn't forced. It was just something that happened.
Can understand that. So, considering you brought up one of the family heads, what's your stance on that now, considering your new self?
Oh, they all gotta die.
Oh. It's a good thing we're in a secure area. Saying that in front of me could have consequences.
And then Brock just smiles at you. And then, like, slowly you could start to feel like a menacing aura that's, like, behind him. Like, it's not directly coming from him. It's just, like, behind him.
We know it's Winston.
No, not exactly, but let's go with that.
I'm kidding. Oh, she knows it's Nessie. She knows. She's like, she'll kind of like look over his shoulder, be like, Nessie, nice of you to appear.
Pontus would just reply back, everything you guys did for me on our climb, I greatly appreciate it, and I would just like to return it all tenfold if I can. I'm still the guy that you knew, just a little different.
Quick lore pause. Would Eden, being the Inquisitor role that she is, would she have heard the name Pontus in association to fuck?
Yes.
This is above table. Okay.
Yes.
Woo!
Joe's like, finally!
I'm just enjoying the show.
Yeah. And you'll see like her scarred eye, like almost like it's almost like the pupil turns in a weird way. So you're a recruiter, Pontus, now.
Pontus Seto.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask you this because you were my friend at one time, who I shared a lot of deeply personal things with.
I'm still your friend.
Should I keep your true identity? You'll see her kind of like hesitate to say what she's about to say. Secret from Jihad's army.
That is for you to decide, Lady Eden. You've trusted me with many things on our climb. One thing in particular on the 30th floor. Okay,
Gusting's not as bad as you think. They're not all as bad as you think.
No, they're all far worse.
They keep the
Especially
tower
that
running.
Hendo lock.
I don't think many of the family heads even like Hendo Lock, but
Guy's a loser. He is. He's a freaking loser.
just like I'm gonna add my commentary. They're larger than you can fight. We need to stay focused on Aesir. I've had my grievances with Gusting, but like I said, I could contain myself in a singular room with him. They're far, far above us. Any justice that could be exacted on any of them. We can't even imagine the power that they yield. So. I know my half-brother is in your ranks as well, and I would give him the same advice. It's a losing battle. And sometimes you have to be with the strongest faction to have any change in this tower.
A battle for what is just is never a losing battle. It's just simply a war of attrition. Now, I understand that you've lost a bit of your conviction throughout your climb, or throughout whatever happened to you during that ritual.
I didn't lose my conviction so much as I realized and finally accepted the piece I play in this story. And my own goals, ambitions, grievances, injustices. They're not even a footnote in the pages of this tower's history. So why should I fight the waves of change? Waves that are far stronger than me. And I can't even keep treading the water. So now I'm here to make a change in the name of an organization that can make a change. Against an organization that took a lot from all of us.
Sounds like you just chose to join them rather than to remain in your convictions. You say you accepted. Oh, what? What?
I wouldn't have been let past the 134th floor if I hadn't joined them. The administrator was going to have me killed unless I joined the army. I housed something completely unholy and is a complete threat to the tower. And that's besides Aesir's affiliation. I had to make a choice. And I know you'll see her kind of like look down at her boots for like the first time. She's kind of been more haughty in her expression, but it's hurt a lot of people I've cared about. But either I make the hard decisions and I'm with you now, or I return to whatever entity I was derived from, based on the administrator's will. So.
Artis looks up at the ceiling. And he looks back down at Eden. I can see that you're in a lot of pain. I can see that what the tower has done to you isn't right. And that there is no amount of anything, for lack of better words, that could possibly change your perspective. But I care about you a lot, Eden. You're like a little sister to me. So, let me do something I should have did on the 30th floor. And Brack goes over to Eden, and he tries to give her a hug.
She'll, like, push him back and take a step back. Previous me would have enjoyed that, but I'm not so much into physical contact anymore. I appreciate the sentiment.
Understood. I want to say at that moment, hold up. Let me send you something, Eden. Just let me know.
Okay.
if
Also, I'm
it'll
gonna have you roll perception because you almost got a hand
shoot.
around her, and I'm curious to see if Brack would have noticed something.
Ooh, okay. The plot thickens.
Very thick. The plot is very thick.
This
tonight.
plot is very thick.
thick.
Is that roll perception?
It's like, gosh, dang it.
That's
Perception, persnickety,
perception. Yeah, I had to also switch my browser, so I can't really show what I could, but
Ooh, that's a 9. Ooh, that's a nasty 9.
that is a 9. Yeah.
That's a 9.
Ooh,
Really? You had a perception roll for Brack?
damn.
You forget I reworked everything. That
Oh, that's right.
yeah. Brack is more of a.
Intelligence, though, or is it wisdom?
No, it's not. It's wisdom.
It's okay.
wisdom.
All right. Well, because I'm an ambivalent lore person, and why not get more lore out? I'll give you a hint. When Brack kind of tries. Hello, Luca. When Brack tries to put a hand around Eden to hug her, there's something in her neck or shoulder vicinity that feels like a heavy, because Brack would be very attuned to this, like a heavy concentration of Shinsu that's in a specific I would say like a this big spot somewhere in that area,
Like the nape of the neck.
around there. And it's cold. It's a very the deepest, heaviest Shinsu cold depths type of feel.
Could I do a roll real quick?
Sure. I'll give you another one. I'm benevolent.
I want to roll Arcana
Okay.
to it
Yeah.
so that I don't reveal the new move set. It's kind of like a wave walk, but he's going to pretty much get behind her and touch that part of the neck to try to not fully touch
Okay.
it, but
Oh my god.
kind of put his
Okay.
hand above
We doing okay.
So there is a
Roll
coat
for
and
initiative.
there's a coat and a towel around her neck. Just putting that out there. So you'll have to get past that as well.
coat and a towel.
Mm-hmm.
A towel.
So what do you want me to roll? 'Cause
I think you'd have to roll sleight of hand. Sleight of hand makes the most sense here.
right hand is yeah, that's dexterity. That's a GG's, brother.
Yeah, that might be a G. Ooh. We gotta be hoping
What
for
is
a
it?
nat 1 from Eden. That's a 12.
Yeah.
Eden's her dex is way higher than the 12. So
Well, I
she would
think-
probably
Oh, well, I think we counter rolling probably would make sense that rather than comparing his roll to your dex, right? Because or
Okay,
if you
hold
want to
on.
roll
my
whether-
audio is going to be borked for a second. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
please.
Hold, please.
Hold, please, while I roll.
Yeah.
Get my
Do what you gotta
physical
do.
dice, but
No worries, no
please
worries.
work. Please.
I don't know why it would make your audio weirdly
have, like, a
It's
voice
asking for
quieter.
permission. It's asking.
Oh.
Yeah. 'cause
That's
it's
so
changing-
weird. It's
It's
changing.
changing it to the roll 20 thing.
Oh.
If I
Okay.
start with this, if I start with it, it's better.
Right.
I had
You're good. Yeah, just roll
I'm just gonna do straight dex.
straight. Yeah, straight dex is that makes sense. But you're not gonna get the proficiency, unfortunately, from doing that. But
She probably still gonna roll higher though.
probably.
Like I'm rolling like mud right now.
Yeah.
You didn't do your rollies.
I did one.
He didn't want to
I
get
got
an 18.
Okay, well, it's not showing. I rolled a 13. I'll take a screenshot if you want.
Nope, I believe
no,
you.
no,
That's
you
fine.
can-
Plus
believe
4,
you.
so I rolled a 17. So
All right.
Okay.
all right,
Sounds good.
I gotta back out. Otherwise, I'm gonna
Back
stop.
up.
So she rolled a 17.
Okay.
So she'll like parry hit like. We'll get more lore out this way. It'll be fun. And if Brack/Pontus remembers like all of the training that all of them did with Azrael, she very much parries him the same way and like gets into a fighting stance that was very similar to his, and is like at the edge of her little jamming technology. No, don't try that.
Well, I just noticed something irregular, and I wanted to try to see if I could fix it.
She bites back a retort that she probably would have said previously. I don't need fixing, Brack.
I'm not saying that you need fixing. I'm saying that there's something wrong, and I'm trying to fix it. It's not necessarily you, it's just something that's on you. This isn't helping. You remember how my mind was fractured and you still helped me?
Yes.
Even though you probably really didn't want to?
You'll see her kind of like look down again. I wanted to help everyone. There was no obligation, there were no ties, there were no anything. So yes, I did want to help you.
Fine. You wanted to help me. I want to help you. Allow me to return the favor.
I don't need fixing, Brack.
I'm not saying you need fixing. What I'm saying is there's something that is pulsating out of the back of your neck. Don't arm me with feminine wiles and try to make it seem as though that I'm doing something wrong. You feel it. It's your body.
No, I was... Considering the amount of relations people seem to have had on recall in the last 100 years, that I probably barely know the surface of. I'm not trying to do feminine whims and wiles on you. I'm in the army. We don't do that sort of thing. I'm saying awe in the fact that you realized that there is something on me. And she'll kind of like pull her hair aside and pull the towel. And like on the back of her neck, there's like this little device that's like implanted around like the nape of her neck. And it looks like there's something that could like, you could like hook into, basically. It's like some sort of port.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just kind of like show it briefly and then pull her jacket back up, put the towel back around her neck.
Oh, ho. You showed them. And that moment, can Brack investigate?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Just-
see.
I won't tell him
Investigation. Don't
anyway,
fail me
but-
now. 17.
Hey, 17.
17's good enough. So you would notice, I would probably say in like all the 100 years that you've seen similar-ish technology on very like certain members of Jihad's army. Not anything that's like significant. Like it's a rare occurrence that you would see something similar, but like nothing that's like, it's not like general issue, right? You would see it on a select, probably would have seen it in a select few with skirmishes with Fug and everything else. But this one, it looks a little bit different, but it's like same placement, same type of port looking type of deal.
One last thing. Can Brack check to see like if there's Shinsu radiating from it?
He wouldn't need to check. You would feel it 100%.
Okay.
which is weird because around Eden is like a void. That's like the only drop of Shinsu that you can feel like in her form. I will use the nothingness. Earlier brackets nothing more than a stabilization mechanism. And it also keeps me alive from the other administrators who consider me a foreign object. I was gusting in the workshop's solution to the issue.
I see. So the Bold King decided to help you out.
In his own special way, yes. More like he was working with the administrator in Longinus, but yes.
Well, if that's how it is, just know his help comes with a price.
Him not helping comes with a price.
Okay. Well, if you ever change your mind, I'm here. And then
We're in this
like
for a little bit, and we gotta find the mural people.
that's true. And then like putting on a mask, like Pontus starts to adapt like Brack's old mannerisms again. He goes, well, Red Leader. The buttons on the wall there, like you can use those to pretty much shape the room however you want. And
She like cock an eyebrow at him, like,
don't look at me like that.
what do you mean, shape the room however I want?
Shape the room however you want. We've only invested in the best tech.
Can only
Should you want to
imagine
dream
what
that you're
means.
sleeping on clouds, you can make this whole room clouds. Should you want to be underwater, you could be underwater. Should you want to feel the warmth of your father, Sigmund, and Brack looks her dead in her eyes when he say that. Sigmund,
And like dead eyes back at him. He's not my father, and you know it.
the other guy is not your dad.
Biologically, he is, but he's no longer a concern.
Okay. But should you want that, you can make that happen too.
That sounds disturbing. If I can just summon something that resembles the man who raised me into this
It's not
room.
something that's like a life-size plushie or whatever.
That's... You have a body pillow printer?
No, it's not like... Why are you making this weird?
I'm gonna go back in my lighthouse, and if you need me, you know how to find me.
What Red Leader?
Yes.
All of this will come to pass. And we'll be okay.
And maybe it will.
I'm gonna break down that wall. Just you wait. All right, I'm out. Winston?
Says the person masking.
I'm asked because it's better for you guys to see me this way rather than to see me in my natural element. Do you guys
least
think
I'm
you would
being
be able to
honest.
tolerate me?
I've had reports. I know what Pontus is like. Honesty is the best policy at this point. If we can't have that, then the mural people are truly doomed.
Well, I was honest with you. And then Brack heads out the door.
Eden exhales strongly through her nose. An old habit she had back when Recall was together climbing the tower. She goes back in her lighthouse. And expands her security net to the entire, like, it 3D maps the room.
Making
so
sure.
Anybody that walks in the door will
Yeah.
immediately hit the little the little safety.
Like the little, yeah.
Yep. Barrier.
Okay. Well, Brack being the gracious, generous host that he is, checking on all of his occupants in his ship. Do we know the name of the ship, or is that a bit of a secret still? Was that ever shared or not?
SS Persephone.
The SS Persephone. Being a gracious host, heading back, I'm assuming, towards his own room as the night descends on all of the, I don't know, descending on everybody. The next morning is sure to be a busy one, but for now, Team Recall, well, the previously known as Team Recall, gets some rest. Okay, we're gonna take a bit of a break here. So we're gonna go ahead and, get up, get a snack, get a drink, chat a little bit. I'll play some lo-fi music here, use the restroom, whatever we gotta do. And meanwhile, we'll play some memes on the screen. Memes, fan art that have been stockpiling over the past few weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a snack, and I'll be right back.
Dabba dabba. How y'all all feeling?
Oh yeah, so this is a new format.
Yeah.
everyone.
Hello. Hello,
We're still
chat.
live.
Yeah.
We took a page out of Legends of Adventurous book where we basically eventually will probably have an asset up the screen that says we're taking a break, and then we just chill and we talk about everything that is transpired over the last bit of the episode.
So much, so little. Who knows?
Hold up, I wasn't invasive
Yeah.
on any of y'all plans, right?
No, you were great.
No.
Okay, cool.
Amazing catalyst.
I was
to
kicking
things.
myself. I was kicking myself because I almost had Ace do an insight check on Brack, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I should have clocked that man because I was like, he's saying Brack a lot. He usually speaks in third person, but he doesn't normally speak in the third person.
I had to ham it up. I had to ham it up. I had to think
yeah,
about
you
like
did.
other times.
I wasn't gonna roll for it though. I was being nice. Next time, I'm being like insight check.
Look, the Inquisitor has to do her job a little bit to look competent, okay?
Hey, that's fair. But oh my gosh,
But I'm happy the way it
my
went.
insight is so good though.
I'm happy the way it went because it makes sense for Eden to be the one to figure it out.
Yes. I was like, ooh, this will be fun, and I'll give you lore in return. It's
So much
interesting, Brack
lore
and
and-
Eden. Like, we get the lore out of each other.
And that's the hard thing about that certain characters get lore out of each other.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but we want to know it too, but it's not our time yet. So we're going to have to be like, oh, Brack,
You can
look
learn
great
about Eden's weird Shinsu port thingy when Eden can learn about the
yeah.
kids. You know?
Ooh.
today. Yeah.
It's a two-way street. Eden was called
Well,
out first.
I know
She-
that's inevitable. I was surprised Brack didn't slip it. Be like, Ace and Hugo, yeah, they're over there with the twins. Now you know the twins that
Who
everyone
almost
knows.
got it out. Who almost got it out,
Yeah,
Lisa.
which would have been, yeah, exactly. No, she knows it's on borrowed time. Okay, like, oh man. Yes, Brack and Eden were great to witness. Their little dynamic.
It was kind of a fun sadly cyclical moment where they last talked about Gus staying together, and now look at them. It's like, oh, ooh,
Oh, Mama Valentine. But we actually get to like react to also the memes because
Yes.
before we would be reacting to the memes on screen, but it'd just be us and we'd be cracking up about certain memes. And yeah,
this was such a good animation.
this was the animatic. I did this
You did this.
because it was an animatic that it
Yeah.
was a snowstorm and I had no power and I was like, you know what I haven't done? This apparently.
I remember you sending me the work in progresses, and I was like, yes, more.
There's so many
more.
animatics I want to do with
I
like
know.
TikTok sounds,
Same.
and I just haven't got around to it.
The one I really want to do is
Because
the
drawings are-
Lord I'm one, Lord I'm two.
Oh
Lord I'm
yes.
three, Lord I'm four.
There's just so many.
I've literally thought of like every like picture and keyframe in my mind, and I'm like, I know I can't do this. Like, dang it!
I've mapped a few out, and then I like the process of like mapping them out, and then I'm like, and not another step.
Oh, this is so good. This
Oh
is
yeah, I
so
love that
great.
one. The
Zoom
brag
killed
brag
this.
me back.
We need that as an emote. That would be so good.
The brag. Yeah, because he's going around being like, everything's okay.
Yeah, right?
Trust.
Yeah.
Everyone is giving off major, there's no war in Ba Sing Se vibes.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, y'all gonna find
what
out.
happened
That's
to
why I don't
Foxfall?
want y'all to meet Pep. That's why I don't. That's why I'm trying to keep everyone away from Pep, because Pep is gonna be
Yeah,
like,
but you'll spill on the twins.
Okay, wait. Yeah, but see, wait. Because Ace is literally Pep's godmother. She doesn't know about any of this still?
no. When Brack sends him off, he's like, remember, what do we tell Auntie Auntie Lyria? Brack's name is Brack. Yes, Brack's name is Brack. You see, you said it right that time. Normally you would say Dad's name is Brack, but
Jeez.
you said Brack's name is Brack. See, you learn it.
You're so lucky Lyria's been busy. that she can't interrogate the obvious susness of Pep being like, Brack, thy father Brack. That is thy Brack. Father Brack. Brack. And
That's
her
why I'm
being like,
glad
that
he
was
ain't
weird,
o-
kid.
That's why I'm glad he ain't old enough for him to actually, speak in eloquent sentences. Because he'll really give it away, be like, nah, Brack's too dumb to have a kid. That's smart.
Oh no.
Nah.
So
Oh, Little Girl Gone. Oh my gosh, Baguette. I love that song. I have it on Ace's playlist. 100%. The
That's
confluence.
Master Gold, that's mean. Duma just, Jinsung decided to kill an entire branch family, and we don't know whose branch family he killed. So he had family business to attend to.
But I say, yeah, Gold, I don't even know half of these memes
Yeah.
anymore. And I'm pretty sure I made like a quarter of them with you. Because it's like 6 months ago. And so I look at some of them and I'm like, why is that a thing? Just block it out.
Oh. Yeah, we'll get to the rainbow guy. We'll get to him.
The troll.
Oh
That daggone
no.
American Dad.
Oh, well, maybe Cal's the next mural. Who? Okay, chat. Put it in the chat. Who do you think, if we ever get to Jerry's, board.
Board.
Which mural person do y'all want to see us potentially hunt down after Jerry's?
Look.
Depending on how well Jerry's goes,
Because again, these are the options. This one, dead. Dominic's dead.
Yes.
Dominic, for those of you who don't know, who are new to this series, was another PC's father, and now he's dead because life happens. So, Dominic's dead. Rest in peace.
Yep.
And then we got this collection of fine-looking folk.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, this little pink-looking androgynous dude in the corner, that's Lyria. That's Ace.
That was her first. All right.
That was her first form. Let's see. Hope, Hugo, Mirth, Shion, Percy, Leaf.
There's two leaves.
We should take one out. So that it's like a salad. That's what they're trying to make with this ritual.
Yeah.
We're just gonna take some leaves out.
So,
Cal, Sigmund, Silyoung, and Jerice.
yeah.
Hugo, Silyoung, Lyria, Leaf, potentially. They're Avalon based. Shion is somewhere in Jongland. Percy is with Aesir. Percy's with us too. Where'd he go?
Yep.
Yeah,
Percy's in Jongland.
Yeah.
He's Jongland as well.
These two are in Jongland.
Yes.
Leaf, she's in the void as a cult leader. I know y'all don't like to hear that, but she went willingly and she can leave at any time. So, we'll find her eventually.
Dang, she Jared Leto. That's crazy.
Yeah. Quite literally. She comes back with tattoos.
Another Avalon folk. Hey. Tattoos happen, okay?
Yes,
There's
but you have essence. Hers would just be
Sigmund.
for alleged aura. Oh, Sigmund's interesting.
Sigmund. Is he being held by Mama Nefta? Still?
Probably. I mean, that's last I heard is Nefta is not letting him go for anything, especially after what Jinsung did. He's in trouble. Yeah, both her alleged children by him didn't go well, so he's in trouble.
Jeez.
But I don't think he has Aesir to worry about. He's got Nefta to worry about. So
Yeah. He put himself there though at some point. At some point it was like, don't rescue him. He's exactly where he wants to be. So
I still need to write. I need to finish the prequel story I wrote for them to show how they got together, so you understand.
I mean, we understand. We're not judging. We listen. We don't judge. But what else do we have? We have, I think
Cal.
that's basically it. Okay, listen. I got beef with Cal.
I know.
Because tell me why. Ace saved his ass.
Tell me why.
Also gave him... I can't say that. She made a mechanic finger for him.
Yeah.
It sounds wrong no matter how you put it. But that
She
tech
gave him prosthetic
based...
fingers because he lost
Yeah.
his fingers.
Yeah. So, like, she's upkept. She saved his life. And then he just, like, pieced out. Can't track him. Can't do anything. And I'm like, he's not that good.
Yeah.
He's good. But I don't think he's that good. So either he's
We know
dead.
there's
is my
an
theory.
Avalon air tag in his
You would
fingers.
think.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he
I
is,
agree.
he's one
I
of the
think
ones that
he's
are
dead.
MIA.
I think
he's dead.
I think
I think that plot line was trying to die. And
yeah. You roll a natural
there he
20.
is. Yeah. Then, what was that? Hold up. Yeah, I think... Oh, Mirth. Mirth is with Woo.
And Yijin, apparently.
And Woo's... Mirth is with Woo, like, in Woo's place with Yijin, and now has Smile. So it's like the wife versus the mistress versus the not mistress, but was at one point potentially
Yes.
a mistress.
Yes.
Harem there, which is not at all gross. But
It's
that's where they're
Laura
safe.
and Wu are just friends, you know? They're just friends.
So were him and Yijin. And him and Jerice
They're
are
not
sparring
just
partners.
friends.
And we're getting to Jerice. I mean, he might be
And now we're
joining
gonna
them.
find out Jerice is gonna be like, you have more than just me? I have full hands.
I am not your only one.
Is that why there's only 3 so far?
I am not your one and only. Jerice has arms to hold all 4 of them at that point.
Wow.
That's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
hold on. He might
What
be
a
the best
setup.
dad. Yeah. Wow.
Best dad Sigmund,
like
don't
this
you
big-
dare sully
True,
his
true, true,
name.
true, 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 true. Second best dad,
I just see,
Jerry's.
like, Woo and Yejin are was like, yeah, we saw y'all from across the battlefield, and we like Jerice's vibe. That's kind of what
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very much.
True.
so the board is up there.
But how we
I
know it's so cute. That's so cute. How we feeling, guys? How we
Oh, we're
How
getting our
we
sillies
feeling?
out.
Okay,
We're
good,
getting
good.
We're getting our sillies out.
Get them all out.
I'm asking the chat, like,
Mm-hmm.
after Jerice,
Yeah.
you know, what mural person do they want to see?
Ah, okay.
We talked about Cal and how we think Cal is probably dead.
Ooh.
Probably.
Shoot.
Because if not, he's indebted to Lyria for life and should
I'm gonna-
be paying on said debt. But it's
I'm
fine.
gonna miss that man.
Jeez.
He could still be alive. He could be out there, you know.
I
Could
think
be,
Snap Trunny just bought him the rest of that episode, and
That was pretty sick.
him, Dusk and Dawn, they went to
Yeah.
Valhalla together.
Ah, damn. Come on now.
Dang.
Well, all right.
Dang.
We can go ahead and start winding back in here then now that Milius is back. I think Son had to take a call, so we'll just go ahead and continue on and hope all is well over on his end. Yeah, I don't know. Isaiah, Milios, we ready to hop back in, you think?
Yabba dabba doo doo.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, after a decent night's rest, hopefully, after all the events that took place, the next morning arrives on the SS Persephone. And there are a few people there that are going to kind of help see you off as you regather together for this newfound mission that is bringing you all together. So Jong and Wu and Eden and Lyria and Brack are gathering back together. And just in time, son. We're just restarting after the meme reel. Everyone's kind of getting back together. Now, I guess I should ask, are there any particular plans in terms of transportation on how you want to get to your location? Is it Brack, or do you have like a sub ship that you're going to be using, or Lyria, is there like a secondary scabbard that you're going to be using? What are the transportation plans?
Well, unfortunately, Gabriel didn't pack
Damn.
my ship with sub ships.
Listen, you only
That
asked for
dough
a ship.
gonna die. I'm just saying that dough gonna die.
You what?
However you want to slice it, he still gotta die. But
You said that you weren't going to harm him. Hold on, this is slander.
Look, Brack might not harm him,
yeah, I never
Pontus
said
could
anything
harm
about
him.
Pontus.
That's
but
crazy.
Eden definitely will,
That's
so-
crazy. All right, fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
we do have like a few nice little sort of shuttles. They're like we'll call them mini submarines. Could fit like 3 people per submarine.
Okay. Fair
So
enough.
we can pretty much group up.
So we'll group up as a kind of, it's like a shuttle, you say. We'll take you towards your destination. The NPCs are there as well. Percy, Laura, and Hugo. Hugo going to see you all off, or see Lyria off especially, before he too would depart on the scabbard. The main thing that occurs is that Percy would walk up and sort of, he doesn't have a fancy board like Ruka does in terms of the mural people, but he does kind of present this, he pulls up on his pocket some information that he would send to everybody. Basically a chart that outlines tower landmarks, and he would dictate some information regarding Jerry's location that he gathered from his own perception abilities, which he admits are weaker than he wishes, and also information that Jotun knows. Jotun being the organization that was formerly known as simply Regulus's faction. So this information would be something like this. A little chart, I can put it in the images as well. This just kind of outlines the climb's locations. Yeah, this outlines the climb. This doesn't, of course, include every single place, but these are the major places. We'll update it as the series goes on. I'll put it in our images chat. Or actually, I'll put it in resources. No, images makes more sense. And there you go. I'm actually going to put it with a slight update, because after he shares this information, he tells you that the last known location is the 58th floor. That is the last known location of the Exarchs. Apparently their hideout is located there. There seems to be a lot of activity around floor 58, and so it'll be about a week. It takes you about a week to get there from your current location, having to travel. The shuttle certainly making things faster than if you were to simply fly. But going from floor 84 to floor 58, it'll take you about a week, give or take, depending on the weather and, whether you encounter any complications and that kind of thing. So he'd give you this information. He would especially go over to you, John. And he would say, if you need anything, let me know. Our pockets should still work, even from a distance like that. So I trust that you have everything in hand.
Oh, we're about to find out. It depends if we ever make it to this hideout of theirs. You should probably head back to the headquarters, though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And I'll check on the other 3 as well, to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, and, update Brooke while you're at it.
I will. I think that Stex's team is probably going to be wanting to get some information too. I think they're the ones that found out about floor 58, so if there's anything that Stexa and the others want to...
Percy, I'm gonna stop you right there. I work with one team and one team alone.
I know.
If somebody else wants information, they know where they can get it.
Yeah, but Stexa, she's...
Percy.
Hmm?
You know better than all this.
What is that supposed to mean?
Come on. Meaning, you already foresaw these chain of events, didn't you?
No.
We're all here.
Well,
Okay.
maybe a little. It's hard to read. My abilities are even weaker than they were before the ritual, and now it's like glimpses that I can't read.
If that's the case, I would implore you to take some time to refocus your mind and meditate on those things. For now, we all made it here, and I think the people in this room are all we need for this specifically. We can reconvene on it later, but before we figure this out, no need to get anybody else heavily involved.
All right. But, yeah, all right. I guess I just kind of like it when teams come together.
Well, you're a very optimistic person, always has been. It's my job to let you see this pessimism in the tower. Actually, I guess that's John's job now. It's better than it than I.
And Jong is gonna walk over to Percy, and he's still like, is he the same size as he was in the regular saga?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna walk over to Percy and like bend down and just put one hand on his shoulder, very similar to what he did with one of his teammates back during the whole Avalon thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna kind of smile at him. We'll be fine, Percy. Just head back and relay the information that you have to Brooke.
All right. I will. I'll be useful, I promise.
You always are.
One brain cell.
That was cute. That was cute. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, look at them.
All right. He
Above the
Oh.
table,
yeah.
did Hugo leave yet?
No, he's still there, waiting to see his wifey off.
Okay.
Ah.
Hey, Lyria, Hugo, can I talk to you guys?
He'll look to Lyria.
Just gives him a nod. What do you need, Wu?
I'm not sure what you guys have planned exactly. I don't know if Hugo's coming with us or not, but do you mind arranging some transportation for this one? And he kind of points at Smile.
You want us to arrange for transport?
Well, and he kind of looks at Lyria like he's not really trying to be too presumptive, and like he's not too sure what is okay for him to ask for in this situation. Like he almost feels like he's stepping on toes, and rightfully so he is. But he kind of just like looks back at Hugo. I don't know what you guys talked about, and obviously it's not my place to tell you what to do, but on the off chance that you're not coming with us, do you mind dropping Laura off on your way?
Lyria looks at Hugo.
He'll look towards Laura, and, you know, for people who don't know, there is a bit of a light history. When she was a child, they grew up in the same orphanage, and so there is a look of almost softness for a moment that he caves into, like almost like a feeling or a look of he'll do this nice thing for her to kind of make up for, or in respect for that kind of shared past that they had, even if they've changed so much since then and don't really talk anymore. He'll slowly nod and turn back to you.
There's a part of Wu that I will say, both above the table and like from his own perspective, that is being just a tad manipulative here, right?
Okay.
But
Well,
like,
she knows.
right, but it's also not from a place of malcontent or like trying to hurt anybody. He's just like playing on Hugo's emotions a little bit, and that's why
Yeah.
just having Ace like hovering over the scene like is hard for him, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, and he kind of like jots down like on a piece of paper the coordinates. As a matter of fact, I don't think it makes any sense for all of these mural people to be in the same location, but if you could escort her here and pick up the people on this piece of paper and take them where I wrote down, that would be appreciative before you make your way back home.
Wait, are you asking her to be dropped off, or are you asking for an entirely different mission?
I'm asking for a pit stop and for everyone involved in that pickup to be dropped off elsewhere before he takes himself and whoever else back home.
I mean,
I don't know if I can.
yeah.
If that would be wise.
It might be a little dangerous, but if we do it as quickly as possible, I think we beat the clock. I think we beat the eyes, and I think you can do it without issue. And I trust you.
Resources.
It would be beating.
Huh? What? You kind of broke up for me. What'd you
Yeah,
say?
you did, Ruka.
Where are your resources? Your plans, Aesir, all of that? Even outside of Aesir, you're resourceful.
Unfortunately, that's the thing that backfires me in this very position. By this point, Tyrseth well aware about my defection. Not like he didn't see it coming. But I've put in a few pieces and things he doesn't know about to give me a little bit of leverage if acted upon quickly. So, unfortunately, I can't rely on my family or anybody else I know, aside from you, to help with this particular thing. He'd know immediately. And the only advantage that we have is moving without his awareness.
It would be helping a mural person.
But you're also a mural person.
I would be okay.
How about this? I'll offer a compromise, which is far more generous than this deserves. Hugo can take Smile part of the way. And when he gets there, he will meet one of my suits of my choosing. And one of my suits can handle transporting everyone else back to where you locate. Where you want them or whatever. But I need Hugo back in Avalon as soon as possible. If you trust me, you'll trust my suits.
I trust you unconditionally. You've proven that more times than I can count. And whether you believe anything I say or not, that still means something to me. Whatever you think is best.
Actions will, okay?
Unfortunately, not in a position to do those quite yet. But I'll take what I can get. Laura, are you okay with this?
Works for me.
Well,
And Ace, will look over at Laura. I don't think I need to express what will happen if you try to harm my husband.
She looks towards Hugo. And while wearing the necklace, it's almost like there's it's acting as a kind of barrier almost towards a certain emotion or towards a certain... How much does she really know in this state? It's kind of hard to tell. What is the Sarah, as her childhood name was called? Which one is she? Laura with the necklace or Smile without? But there is a glimmer of clear recognition, at least, of some kind, and she'll turn back to you, Lyria, and say, "If anything, I'll protect the big guy. Don't worry. I've got a mission now, and I'm gonna see it through."
I was gonna turn to Lyria. I know I don't deserve it, but thanks anyway. It means a lot.
Don't make me regret it again.
Well,
I can only take
that's
so many knives in my back.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know that you value it. Also, you know what the world is truly like. My intention is not to put any knife in your back, nor was it ever. And if something goes wrong, and you feel that I need to be held responsible, do what you must. But I want you to know that nothing I've ever done when it concerns you comes from a place of disingenuousness or trying to harm you. I genuinely care for you. Thank you.
Ace just looks at him, and her eyes are definitely kind of doing the kaleidoscope of shifting. And again, they don't land on any particular color. But she bites her tongue, nods, takes Hugo, turns them around for a second. I took time this morning to clear the ship. Make sure that no one follows you. We haven't stayed hidden for 100 years because we were negligent. And I know some people have gotten a little close, and they're getting a little cocky. Avalon will not be traced. Now more than ever.
I didn't work on my...
Unless it's on our terms.
He will put a gentle hand on Lyria's shoulder. I didn't train in my observer skills for nothing. And kind of an exemplification of his strength that he already has and his strong sense of hearing sort of on further display with his branching into fisherman scout hybridness in the past recent years. And he'll give a reassuring nod. Leave it to me.
She'll like kind of put her hands on both of his shoulders and kind of dust off his opulets and, you know, fix him up and just give him a kiss, pull back. I know you're not going to particularly care for this, but I will be sending the prophet towards you.
Okay. That's okay. The suits, like you say, they're to be trusted at the end of the day. The one that you wish to entrust Laura with, would that be strength, you think?
I actually think that, given the past, her own connections, that the prophet might be the best one. However, that is the most delicate position, the hardest one, to ensure stays anonymous.
Right.
And there are a lot of people listening and looking. However, either I'll send the Keeper, or the Strength. They're probably the most neutral.
Right.
But if you see Smile and you have a feeling that something might suit better than the other, you can make that call. Just let me know which one you send.
All right, I will. He'll pull you in for one last tight embrace before getting ready to depart and see you and everyone else off on your mission.
Oh. Sorry, one last thing. Tell Sil Young that I will be careful.
I will.
But this will be the farthest that we've been apart. I don't know what will happen if something spikes.
Right. I'll monitor him as well, just to be safe.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Smile, before you go. 2 things. You realize that there's no going back from this, right? It's gonna get messy. They will come from us.
I know. I'm gonna have to fight old friends and have to face some pretty tough choices.
It's more about what we talked about. Who are your friends exactly? Because from what I can see, you just rediscovered one. And he's on your side right now.
Well, family comes first. And he's family. But I'll admit,
You got more than you think.
it'll be hard to fight some of my fellow knights. But if I have to do it, I'll do it.
No, let's hope you don't have to. In the meantime, and he gives her a hug, I give you full permission to go as crazy as possible if the need arises. Don't hold back.
As if I needed your permission. And she'll kind of nudge your elbow.
Well, I guess we won't talk about that business exactly. The point being, gonna be a rough road. And if you could, Wu pulls out like a little charm, and he gives it to her. When you see Heaven, can you give this to her?
Oh, that's cute. I'm sure she'll love it.
And it's just a charm of like the three monkeys of evil. Do no evil.
Yeah. That's cute. That's cute. All right. See you later then.
Try and have fun, will you?
Oh, I will.
All right.
Except for when I have to mediate. And she'll kind of give a sigh at that.
Sorry. He doesn't say that out loud. He just thinks that.
Okay. Cool. Brack, give me a little brief description of your shuttle. The brief, how big is it? What does it look like? That kind of thing. The amenities,
It's like a small little submarine, like a miniature one. About 3 seats, decent sized cockpit area, somewhat good leg and elbow room.
Yeah.
You enter in from the top of it, and pretty much you drop down into like the base, make your way forward to the cockpit. In the back, you got a bathroom, nice little bathroom, and you also have like a refrigerator in the kitchen. So it's decent.
We're living the high
decent.
life. All right.
Kinda. It's like one of those stealth vans, so to speak, if you haven't seen one before.
Okay. Well, nice.
Well, at least on the inside, yeah.
Well, then I'll assume that everybody files in, the 5 of you, on your way to floor 58. One last wave, the NPCs seeing you off as you depart for your destination. So the way that I...
Real
Oh, yeah,
itty-bitty
please
quick
do.
aside.
Please.
So, like, as they're walking on the ship and Hugo and Smile are walking away, I would say Smile would feel a very chilling presence.
Great.
As she walks away of, like, you try shit, you're done.
Okay. All right.
And Eden is just, like, staring daggers in that direction.
Yeah.
And then as they go and people are filing onto the ship, you'll see Eden's scarred eye. You'll see the little wing covered very quickly. And she lets Scopio know that she's about to be offline, going to look for Jerry's. So she sends him a quick little... She can like text with her little visor with her eyeball.
Sick.
That's fine, don't worry. So she sends that off to him real quick. And then very quickly, she sends off another message to a contact of hers.
Okay.
Alerting him that Baksu is starting to sniff around again. And for him to keep a watchful eye on Hugo, who has now left Lyria's side.
Ooh. Okay.
And then she fiddles with something behind her ear, and the glow from her scarred eye goes much more dim, and the wing retracts completely and it's no longer seen as she boards the ship.
Cool.
Hannah, are you cool with me rolling to perceive this?
Absolutely not. You do not see any of this.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't really talking about the call. I was more talking about the look at Smile, but...
Oh, well, okay. You can try and perceive that. You can try and perceive that.
Okay.
Everyone is like, our precious boy! Not our boy! Not the wholesome one.
It's always the wholesome ones.
Hey.
I can't.
Hey.
Hannah, that's gonna be a 35. What the frick? That is an 18 plus. Wait, is that? I think you have the wrong
That
setting.
can't even be right. That doesn't
No,
make
I
any
think
sense.
so you have it on expertise rather than proficiency. So it's a 29.
why.
It's a 29,
Yeah.
which is still insane.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alright.
That's so funny.
All right, so you wouldn't. I'm not allowed. Like,
Yeah,
that was
I
my
don't
little
need-
secret aside. The
don't care about
chilling
the call.
presence.
Yeah.
So you would feel the chilling presence. You would feel like an absence of Shinsu, like kind of like how Wu has his like he used to have the Shinsu reinforcement, right?
Mm.
Where the Shinsu would coat his body. It's like a anathema of that. Like Eden is like surrounded by like a void of nothingness.
Like
As she
it's
stares
okay.
at Smile, and because of your connection and because you clocked it with a 35 freaking 5 or a 29, whatever, that's still gonna beat anything else. You would know this very similar feeling to when y'all were around Asriel. And it's like a startlingly similar vibe and an absence of Shinsu that is directed at Smile as she walks away. So
Got it.
that's what
That's
you
very
glean from
helpful, actually. That's actually very helpful. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. The quote-unquote submarine is boarded by the 5 of you. So the way that I'm going to do this is, we're not going to go through obviously every single one of these 7 general days that it would take, but I am going to drop like little things that would have happened along your journey. And I'll ask you the occasional question and such, just so we can kind of get a picture of how the general trip goes. Now, I imagine as far as like the general vibes go, that it wouldn't exactly be you wouldn't exactly be playing cards, together and having a hoot and holler and good time, but I will still be asking a few general questions. The main question I will ask is, on this first day, this is the most important question, and the one that I think will kind of set the tone for the rest of the trip. Who's making breakfast?
Well, Eggman ain't here.
I know. Who's making breakfast?
I mean, like, does Brack not have a guy for that? Or
Brother,
my
it's
wife
just
too.
the 5 of you on the ship.
he had rooms that could like personalize themselves to our fucking minds. I thought he'd have like a chef, like one chef on hand.
I mean,
was
we
like,
on
"Don't
the
let
shuttle.
Winston."
We're on the shuttles at this point, so if we were still on, Persephone, yeah.
Some random
Chef
chef
today.
shows up. That's so funny.
But
Yeah.
We could always roll for it.
who has the highest survival? That's how we're going.
Not Eden.
Not me.
Who's got the highest survival? Who's stuck on kitchen duty?
Let me check. My sound's gonna go wonky again.
Nada. I only have a
I
No.
know for sure it's not.
I got a +4.
Ooh.
I got a +1.
That's
I got
which
+5.
is ha.
Ah.
Cooking today.
Okay.
6.
Oh, hold on. +6.
I mean, it's one higher, brother. Relax.
They said the highest. I'm sorry.
It's,
Oh wait, it's Brack's shuttle. Shouldn't he cook? It's his it's his ship. Like, we don't know where its stuff is.
Oh, happily. I'll cook. It's cool. Let's do it.
All right. What are you making, Brack?
Let's do it. Bacon pancakes. Let's go.
Wait, are you
Bacon
cooking
and
or is
bacon.
Winston
Pancakes.
cooking, bro? Like,
No, Wisdom's
Brack is
not here,
cooking.
dude.
Winston's not here.
No, bro. They
It's
just
just
live on
us
their
in a
own.
cramped little ship,
Yeah.
and I hate it here.
Well, that's a 10. So, this isn't high dining or anything. This isn't
Nope.
This isn't the
it
best
edible?
meal. It's edible, I would imagine. But
There's
Brack.
actually a chef feat in D&D that
Oh, okay. Guys, we should have picked
Just
that up. Wait,
saying.
so Brack, how often do you end up cooking?
Never.
Exactly. That this role makes a lot of sense. This is the role of somebody who hasn't cooked in decades or whatever. It's not the most cooked you said pancakes, right? So they're kind of doughy, not exactly the most satisfying textured imaginable, but it's edible food.
Who's gonna summon the 3 monkeys? Y'all hungry?
The monkeys are ravenously hungry, as they always are.
I know you like sweets. This one's for you. Yeah, you got syrup, Brack?
No syrup, honey. And then Brack pushes the honey over.
Sweet enough, right? It's not like beggars can be choosers. Eat.
Yeah, I mean, the honey would be devoured, especially if the pancakes are honey slathered. They'd be devoured by the monkeys without a second thought. as they, lick their lips, lick the honey off their lips.
When you guys gonna grow up?
Okay. So, the first...
Oh, I was going to say, Brack makes
Keep
another
going.
batch. Brack makes another batch. Here we go. Ooh, 18. Let's go, baby.
Hey! Let's go. Character development in real time. Look at this. Oh my god.
Brack is in the kitchen. He's working the wrist. He got the spatula. He's flipping them, and then he decides to does a trick. He's like sliding it on the skillet, and then he actually flips it inside the skillet. And he's like, all right, I think I got this. And then he tosses one up, and it lands on Eden's plate.
Ooh.
Eden is kind of like, looks down at it. Thank you, Brack. She'll say Brack kind of pointedly.
Uh-huh. And Brack goes back to cooking.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He looked like he's in the Waffle House. He got the towel over his left shoulder.
Yeah.
The apron on.
Hell yeah.
Eden will slide whatever she had in her hand that she was fixing to eat back into one of the pockets that she has on her belt.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Can
Always
Ace try to
prepare.
steal it?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Like if like
Okay.
Lyria's like beside Eden or sitting, everywhere, and she sees like out of the corner of her eye, Eden slip this thing back into her pocket. I think there's this impulsive second where she's kind of like, do I still have it?
Oh no.
And can I
Still got it.
steal a power bar off
Well, you
off
could
a
really
body
see what it
like the good
was.
old times?
Yeah.
Or
but
she's
there is-
assuming it's a power bar. She's gonna
It's
stick her hand
something.
and find out. So, is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Sleight of hand.
Roll sleight of hand.
Yeah.
And then Eden, would you just let the roll fly? Oh my god.
30
Oh god,
stakes.
there's no point. There's nothing I can roll at time.
Okay, once
Dang.
again though, it's adding 12 to the proficiency instead of 6. I think maybe you have it.
No, because you said
Okay.
that you could have 2
You gave us
expertise
2.
instantly.
You gave us 2
you give us 2
expertise.
expertise, and yeah,
So,
you be like
sleight of hand.
I'm sorry,
That's
that is a DM error. That 35 from Sun earlier was correct, and this 36 is also correct.
Eden is just getting
Ugh.
bold. This is
Be-
rude.
okay, because this is one of Ace's expertise, or
Yes.
Ace, not Lyria, but she
Yeah.
was a thief. That was like her whole thing. So of
Yeah.
course, this is one of her very high skills that she doesn't often use because she's good now. So this is the only way that she can really use her sleight of hand.
Yeah.
So she will just very casually, like you don't even feel it, snag whatever you were going to eat. Which
All right.
was
Which is there is a jihad issued like
Lord.
capsule pellet thing
Oh my god.
that came from a rations pack that's her sustenance that she normally has. So
Damn.
there's like a little jihad like 3-eyed thing on it, and it's like meal substitute or like something on it that would alert Ace to like what it is.
Ace like looks at it. Sheer disgust.
Of course,
Like-
of course.
Like has a visceral reaction where she stole it and then she was like, how could you do this to me? Like very much like playing hot potato with it real quick. It was like and like lets it flop on the floor, and then she'll just shoot it, just to a crisp.
Eden will just look over like, does she see her bobbling it?
Yeah, probably. I mean, she's right there. She's not being dignified about it. It's like for the first time
Yeah.
in a long time you've seen, even when you were briefly with Lyria in Avalon, very briefly. This is probably the first time that you've seen a glimpse of a much older, younger form of her, I guess,
Yeah.
as she has this visceral reaction to the jihad eyes, and it's just like, oh, you nasty, and then accent completely drops, goes on the table, and she just makes sure that it's annihilated. Like she's just whatever she has on her thing to make sure it's to a crisp, and she just like looks slowly at Eden, dabs her mouth.
Eden will just like look down at her pocket, look back at Ace's hands, look at Ace in the eyes.
Smirks. wanted to make sure there wasn't any poison around, you know, rats and all of that.
Yes, because I would poison myself day one.
You would. Or at least you probably would at some point. But good, I've got it. No need to thank me. The boogeyman has been annihilated to a crisp, whatever that horrendous substance was that you were potentially going to put in your body.
It's just regular food.
He's like studies like the pile of it that she definitely destroyed. I don't think, even with my obliteration, that was ever regular food. What is the army eating nowadays?
You know, like sigh and like pull something off of her belt, and it's like this like little like box of these like little capsules.
Mm-hmm.
It's just standard food. It's meal substitutes. Gives you everything you need. You don't have to cook. You don't have to make a fire. It doesn't make you visible to enemies. It's smart.
Sick. That is the most vile, disgusting thing. You know, if I would have known when you left Avalon that your alternative was going into the army, I never would have let you left, by the way.
Well, then I wouldn't be with you right now because I wouldn't have been allowed past the 134th floor, so...
We would have found a way. If they could find a way, who says that we couldn't have found a way? We don't need to get into it.
Just kind of like, out of old habit, pat Ace on the shoulder. And just
Can
go
Ace
back
feel
to...
anything different when she touches her?
Oh! Okay, so do you have King still?
Yeah, I mean, she's in her monarch suit. The whole suit is an extension of King.
Alright, so that little crystal that you took from Azrael, the little shard of nothingness that you took, that immediately pings ice cold when she pats her on the shoulder.
Ace just gives
And
like the
and
most
Ian will
uppity,
like I'm sorry. I know I'm not. Just sorry. And she'll kind of like look ashamed of herself for a moment and just start eating the bacon pancake amalgamation in front of her.
I think Lyria and Eden have had this conversation multiple times at this point, towards the end of before their separation.
Mm-hmm.
And Ace just kind of gives her a look like, you don't hurt me as much as you think. I would have gotten used to it. Anything would have been better than this.
And Eden will just kind of keep her mouth shut and she won't say anything. But you can tell like there's a blush creeping up in her face of like embarrassment and she just keeps eating.
Ace will glare at her own pancakes. and then Ace vanishes and Lyria comes out and she just straightens back up. And she takes her fork and a knife and she'll just start eating it and cutting into it like nothing bothers her in the world, because why would it? Mm-hmm. And you can tell she's going a little hard on the cutting of the pancakes. But don't worry about it.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so I would say, unless there's anything more pressing, that the pancakes are made. So kind of setting the tone a little bit, I think, about how this adventure between you all is starting. I want to ask a quick question. Does anybody here, your characters, would any of your characters have this wonderful hobby that is very productive and very healthy of watching the news? Does anybody like watch the news in the party? Like anybody check the channels and kind of like, okay, Lyria. Woo as well.
I gotta say, we were still tapped into Tower 2, but like.
Oh, so he gets his news from like his favorite tower tubers and stuff. Yeah. I see. Well, I think at some point on the second day, whether that's Lyria you privately or like maybe it's a small space, so maybe like it's just kind of on somewhere. You know what I mean? There would certainly be a time where, and this isn't news to you all, but obviously sharing it here for the first time, where a familiar face would appear on the screen, the typical like ba-da-ba-ba-bow, when the logo flies onto the screen and there's like a clock, tick, tick, tick. and it's the segment. It's a segment that is quite popular on the news, quite popular in terms of like keeping up on the environment, the ever-changing environment of the tower, and like popular names and faces and like events. And you know, the person themselves comes onto the screen. And I'll just share a little snippet. I'll just share a little snippet. I'll just share a little snip. How you picked up on that immediately? I am impressed.
Know who it is.
I am so
impressed. That's crazy, bro.
And Janice comes onto the screen, everybody's favorite reporter. She was a reporter, but now she's gotten up some promotions. Welcome to 30 Minutes with Janice. I am your host, Janice, and I am here to update you on all of the tower's news and affiliations. Now, apparently, a new fracture has appeared in the tower, one to be very careful of as it appeared at an old testing site. Anybody been to Roku Village, floor 27? Apparently, the waterfall there is connected to a new fracture that has appeared. So be wary if you're taking your test on floor 27. More than that, a familiar face has started to be seen, a certain person that is making a name for themselves. If you are around the floor 60 and you see a very handsome-looking blonde-haired individual, be sure to say hi. More on that to come soon. And that is the only important stuff from that day of news.
She didn't drop the name. She just said hands. What does that narrow down? That could be jihad for all we
Yeah,
know.
but it's like, you know, it's like cryptid sightings.
It's definitely not just.
It's like it's like a cryptid sighting of like, you just see like little screenshots off in the distance, very blurry, you know? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like y'all don't realize what he just did. Like he literally just dropped Janice, giving a casual segue over the Catherine beat. Like this is not okay. This is not okay. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't really get it. It's okay.
It's okay. Oh,
Joe, I see the vision. I know you did this purposely.
Okay.
Where's the? Is that a linguist? Like, can we tell? Is that our boy?
It's blonde hair. But it's, you know, it's been a long time since you've seen some of these people, so like it's hard to say. Hard to say.
I mean, not for Ace.
Crazy you pulled the who's that linguist?
Well, actually,
I just love that like a news station is like
He's
this just
family
in,
now.
a blonde guy's on the tower. Anyway, more about
well,
Like,
he's
what?
he's causing a charismatic stir. Apparently, people are really liking this guy.
What does that mean?
What is a charismatic stir?
Yeah, what is it? I've never heard that term before. Can you elaborate?
Charisma
You'll find out
kitten.
soon. You'll find out soon.
That's a
You'll find out
wild.
soon.
Yo,
Not my
this must be
linguist.
some fake news, bro.
You'll
That's some
find
wild
out
shit to say. That's crazy.
If there's no one blind.
I don't. Can I?
One on the board,
how does
Joe.
one learn? How does one learn to cause a charismatic stir?
I don't think you learn, bro. I think that's something you got to be born with, bro. That just sounds,
I feel like that like conspiracy theory, like going to the board, like there's no blind, Joe. There's no more blind. There's only one, two blind.
You'll find out soon. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Alright.
Okay, perfect. On day 3, there would have been a ship that tried to get your attention as you passed by. A signal that is sent. Brack, you sense this signal. It's a merchant ship. A ship that wants to see if they could trade with the individuals aboard your vessel.
Welcome to the SS. Hope you got money. Do you got my money?
The voice that responds is a youthful one full of spirit and optimism. Of course I have. Well, no, I don't have money, but I want your money.
Whoa. No.
Okay. I see we're full of all the wrong answers. What do you want?
I am a subordinate of a large trading company that is specializing in vehicular attachments and armaments. If your ship would
Lad,
like
name
some...
the business first. Who taught you?
Oh, I see you have more people aboard your vessel. We are here to sell you vehicular armaments and attachments. I am some...
Name the business that you work for.
ABC. Always be... Always be... I always forget this part. Always
be careful because you forgot your name.
Yo, Brad, you got automated defenses.
Brad, you are literally about to get robbed.
Insane.
Just don't know what to deter, bro.
Well,
Well,
the point.
whatever you selling, we don't want any. Take your Girl Scout cookies and go home.
All right, we'll try again later. And the ship passes by.
If they come back, who set something up for that? That was insane. He said ABC, like he trying to spell the alphabet. It's kind of wild to me.
All right. On day 4, the weather would have changed. Much more rainy and stormy. Lots of sort of... give me a moment. Yeah. Lots of like, a bit of a torrential downpour. But then suddenly... Brack, you're aboard this vessel. You're kind of guiding this vessel, correct? Could you give me a roll of some kind? I think the one that makes the most sense is like investigation as you're traversing this weather.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, Captain.
You about to say like old man Brack at the wheel, helm of his ship, like
Yeah.
27.
A 27! Well, everybody, your captain is quite adept at averting this weather. And in fact, as you are making this travel point, and for people who are watching, I do have a little marker here to show your progress as you're kind of heading downwards, down the tower, passing through the floors. There would be a process as you go through each floor of verification and stuff. It's easy enough. You guys are rankers. You're able to get, it's totally easy. But this is a phenomenon apparently known on this floor, Brack, and one that you would have known about. Let's call it floor 75, right? Especially since it's close to a floor that you would know a lot about, where the rain is a sign to come of a certain thing that's going to fall out of the sky. A certain series of falling creatures are about to descend. It's like a little phenomenon that happens sometimes on this floor, but because of your high investigation roll, you can avoid it if you wish. Now, would you like to see this historic event that takes place on floor 75?
Above table.
Yes.
Because I swear to God, it sounds like you're talking about Australia. These not spiders, are they?
They're not spiders. They're not spiders.
Okay,
Don't worry.
cool.
Don't worry.
Cool.
Yep.
I want to see the floor.
All right. So you all get a little bit off course here as Brack kind of, shifts the vessel towards this phenomenon. It's quite rare that you get to witness this. And with your high roll, these falling critters are not going to harm your vessel whatsoever, because these critters have been known on their journey to cause mayhem to floating vessels. So instead, it's quite the sight to behold, because they're falling alligators, and they are soaring through the sky, almost as if following a trail of Shinsu through the air. And they're all like soaring through the air, and it's quite magical. The rain kind of parts around them as if they have some kind of like specialty regarding water Shinsu. And, there's like a rainbow being left behind as they make their way in their destination. And in fact, one of them is a massive Shinwei. One of them it's almost like an alligator that could evolve into a dragon someday. This thing is massive, right?
Hold on. How much time
Revenge
we
of the
got?
Swamp Gator killed.
It's like
We killed one gator.
What does
I
this
knew you were
look
gonna
like?
get him
And how
started,
much
bro.
time do we got? No, I can make this quick. Just how much time do we have?
You said
I'm
you
sure
Idris is
trying
I'm
gonna
to
saying-
die
cap-
of bullet here, but hey, gators.
gators.
I'm saying this above it. I can make this quick, but like, you can't do this to me and let this just pass. Like, I'm not gonna do something.
Well, Brack, it's up to you. It's up to you, brother.
No, Brett can't stop me.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Well,
leave the ship if I have to.
you want to go leave and do and observe the Shinwei,
I want to capture the Shinwei. This
You
is
wanna-
not how this works.
the big
Who do you think
guy,
you're talking to? Of course he wants to go catch the flying alligators.
the flying alley.
Flying alligators are flying from the sky. Why would I not want to do that?
So you want to go investigate? Is that so?
Whatever I gotta roll, big bro. Tell me.
All right. Go ahead and give me. Tell me what you want to try, and then give me an animal handling check.
Brack, is there an escape hatch from this vessel that I can make out quickly without causing damage?
Same way you came in, same way you leave out.
Alright, man, he's already gone. You don't even have to. Like, as soon as he saw this, he already moved. Alright, so he's outside in the air. What does he have to do?
Animal handling.
Alright, bet. Say less.
Lyria is debating having one of her suits bring her an extra scabbard because this is ridiculous.
All right, that's gonna be a 30. Goddamn. Oh, that's your other expertise skill. Well. All
I
right.
chose the ones that mattered most to be. Okay.
So as you approach, this giant. This thing is massive. It's floating through the air, and it turns its head towards you, and it opens its mouth, and it says, "Please. We are on our pilgrimage. We ask that you leave us be, as we depart towards our destination. My children wish to have a new home."
Well, the migration of the seasons.
Indeed.
During my education, I was told about this. It said that you go with not but one or two, but your entire family. The women and the children. All of you make this great push to greener pastures on this floor.
Indeed.
But I was also told
Oh my god.
that your jaws are the most ferocious in the tower. And as you speak in my face, I can see that is true. That's your wife in the back? Hey! Unfortunately,
Run.
this is gonna be a little uncomfortable.
Eden
because,
shoots Ace a look of like, do I stop him? Because like you can
No,
see
let it
Eden's
ride.
scarred
Let it
eye
ride.
like twitching. Like
Let it
what
ride.
the fuck is happening?
Let it ride. He has to learn. He's a big boy. It's not a responsibility, not our task.
Unfortunately,
I'm just
this
gonna
won't
sit
be
here.
as comfortable. Don't have my gourd on me right now, but
I'm afraid that if you try anything to harm me or my family,
I don't want to harm you.
you will taste
I d-
the weapon at my disposal.
You can try and do all of that. That sounds super scary. I'm not trying to harm you or your family. And as a matter of fact, if all goes well, I have every intention of reuniting you with them. But you're coming
Hey,
with
John.
me right now, because I can use your expertise.
Kunjong say,
No.
isn't this your partner? Isn't he your responsibility? Why don't you try to help stop this?
Why
Oh my
are you
God.
stopping me from capturing Shinwei? What is the problem here?
You don't have your gourd. I can't hear this. I'm just looking. Lyria's looking at Jong like, that one's on your jurisdiction. So this
Jong
ride.
looks at
gonna-
you. Jong just looks at you like, I do not own him. That's a grown ass man.
The bro shake, all the
So-
collaboration secrets that doesn't count now. Okay.
So Wu has a secondary bowl in his
Mm-hmm.
inventory that he's
Yeah.
been using while he doesn't have the gourd currently.
Yeah.
He's going to try and subjugate this gator.
So I'm just
and
gonna
put
say,
it in-
I'm gonna say on a 30, it's a success already. Like if you wish, you are able to
I was
capture
kind of
this
gonna
guy.
say, bro.
Yeah, you're able to capture him. I'm not gonna
he
like
didn't roll like a
make you do
six.
anything
But like,
else.
okay, but like you're saying there's no struggle, so I can kind of like
There would be a little bit, but
describe
like,
how it works then.
Nah, you
go
throw
ahead.
a master ball.
Describe
at
how it
them.
works, but it's a master ball, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So all he's gonna say, and like this is what is perceived by everybody that is viewing this scene also. And this gator did just say this to Wu, but nobody else but Wu understands the gator. So no one else heard this but Wu. All you see is Wu touch the gator on the forehead, right? And he says to him, your family will be safe. And I'll bring you back if I can. And if I can't, you'll still come back to them, I promise. But for now, I'm gonna need your help. Come with me.
Can I make one
And he
slight?
willingly.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Can I make one slight clarification?
Yeah.
This Shinwei speaks like Mixefian. Like, he's
Right.
yeah, okay. I want to make sure. Like, he can be heard, understood by everybody if you were to talk to them. Now that being said,
But no one was there.
yes, but I wanted to make sure that was clear. It's not like he speaks only in like some animal. Yeah. So
Okay.
when you touch his forehead and when you say those words, a low rumbling escapes him. My umbrella and I shall join you temporarily. And he turns, son, and this other
Wow, that one
gator
did too?
swims forward. I trust the tribe in your hands. Believe in yourself. And this younger dragon-like gator with twinkles in his eyes nods, leading the rest of the gators along the rainbow into the distance, along their journey and pilgrimage.
Wu just thinks to himself, damn, they're in better hands with him. Maybe I chose the wrong one.
You chose Mufasa over Simba. Shoot.
Anyway, I'll bring you back, I promise. And then he cloud somersaults back onto the ship.
Excellent.
Sorry for the detour.
The event of oh, go ahead, Brack. Yeah.
I was going to just say, Brack is just going to wipe a tear from his eye. Oh, that was beautiful. Let's continue on.
When did you get so sentimental?
No, I'm not sentimental.
You're crying.
You're crying. And then you just hear the ship start to sputter away.
You all witnessed one of the most magical wonders of the tower, the day that it rains alligators. All right. Day 5, there would have been another brief update. Go
Wait,
ache.
quick-
Ace. Yeah.
Quick
Lyria,
above table clarification. How
Yeah.
many did he end up with?
I just took one.
He just took the
He
leader.
just took the one, and the other one went away.
The
rest of them.
leader, yeah. The rest
Because
of them
in the
went.
moment,
Yeah.
how I understood it was he took one, and then he was like, "Have all of us."
Oh.
I was like, "Wait, what?"
No.
He just takes
I
the
was
whole
saying
population.
I was
Yeah,
trying to
I was
say,
like, "What is happening?"
That's so funny.
Okay,
I
the
guess
one
he
makes
was
sense.
saying
Okay.
his son would take over the rest of the migration. right?
Yeah.
That's
why
exactly
I wanted to
right.
clarify above table.
Yes, thank you
Yeah,
for
I was
that.
like,
Thank you
"Wait,
for
hold
that.
on."
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
The rest of the days are relatively uneventful. More more Janus news. Why did I say John there? I was Freudian slip. More Janus news. More little updates like that. Day 7 arrives, which is the estimated time that you would be arriving. You are now at this point. You have traveled through the tower, straight down to floor 58. Where reportedly the Exarchs are hiding out, and you have some coordinates from their last known location. Janice would have even maybe mentioned it as some local news, for example, as you approach. That there's like, these Exarchs are like kind of, making a name for themselves or whatever. And as you draw nearer to their purported location, if I could have everybody, I guess it makes more sense if it's Brack, because you're the captain of the ship. Make another investigation check, please. In fact, make it perception. That makes a lot more sense. Forgive me. Perception, if you would.
My perception's crap. Let's go.
16. That's not bad. That's not bad. Ranker rolls are kind of resetting our expectations a little bit, but 16 is not bad.
That's what a +1.
Wow. Good roll. Good roll, Brack. So as you draw nearer, Brack, your ship gives you the briefest of warnings. A brief warning of a signal incoming. Almost like that ship that had approached before, but instead more of a possibly nefarious kind. Like something is trying to interfere with your trajectory. And it's just around that time when something begins to shift around you. So, the visuals out the window, for example, and you all would see this. Like, something begins to enclose around you. And Eden, you would recognize it as something similar to what you were doing with your lighthouse, except this is like a visible instance of that. A kind of dark purple, something is kind of beginning to enclose around you. And in that moment, if people would like to kind of react instinctively with a roll or some kind of other thing, as this kind of just happens out of nowhere, then I'll let you.
Yeah.
You said it's malicious?
Seemingly trying to stop your trajectory. Yeah.
React maliciously.
Like
Lock.
a
I'm a
roll
light
of,
bearer.
of
Like a light
like a
bearer.
skill roll or like a saving throw.
No, I'm saying Lyria's a light bearer, and she's got her
Mm-hmm.
very
Oh,
nice.
okay, gotcha.
Brack, what are you trying to do with
So
that arcana?
if-
But, sorry.
I'm trying
Lyri-
to manipulate the Shinsu that they're
You're
trying
good.
to manipulate.
Okay. Oh, I see. Trying to throw off the lighthouse's Shinsu. Lyria, did you want to add on to that?
I was just gonna suggest if
Yeah.
if you needed it, light bearer versus light bearer.
Ah, okay,
Basically.
okay. Well, let me say this
My bad.
much.
My bad, Ruka.
Let me say this much.
No, I'm good.
I think that Brack's Shinsu control in that moment, even within the cockpit of your ship, even, kind of, you're a master at Shinsu at this point, you're a ranker, right? You're able to affect the lighthouses enough that it stops them, right? Momentarily sort of stopping it from continuing to enclose around you. Which, I would say, gives Lyria an opening if you wish to maybe, reverse the effect of this kind of partially formed cage around you.
She could kind of motion like she's going to hop into action, but if there's an opening enough for us to get through,
Uh-huh.
I would say that she would withhold from revealing their hand, and would just kind of help Brack with any advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Here, tell her
she
to
could
take the
provide
wheel.
there.
If that's the case.
Okay.
Tell her to take the wheel.
Take the wheel.
Yes.
That's the wrong one.
She'll take it.
Okay, yeah. I think it's around this time that a voice would sound from within the ship. It's a soft-spoken voice. One that doesn't sound bored, but just very, kind of soft, kind of muffled almost. It just says, "What business have you with the Exarchs?" This makes more sense.
Business we have with the X. What business do you have with us?
That isn't answering my question. What business do you have with the Exarchs? Why are you here?
I don't know what an Exarch is. What business do you have with us?
I'm ensuring the protection of the Exarchs.
And I assume that we're threatening you, protecting the X's?
Is there someone else that can speak for your ship?
Is there
He
any...
just insulted me. John, kill him.
Insulted.
It's a feminine voice
Above
as
table.
well.
Oh, John, kill her.
Above table?
Oh, I was just above table. You said that we've been listening to a bunch of the radio stuff.
Yeah.
If that's all we know about the Exarchs, would that be enough to kind of glean how to speak to them, or has it all been very vague?
It's been pretty vague.
Knowing what they're doing.
Yeah, so I think the main thing is that they're somewhat popular for being really strong. That's kind of their gimmick. They're just really strong. They are a lot more popular with regulars as kind of inspirational figures, as whoa, they're so cool, They want to climb the ranks really fast.
Wait a minute. But the Exarchs don't own the entirety of this floor.
No, it's as you approach the coordinates that you were told was where they tend to hang out and where their headquarters might be, is when someone interrupts to ask you some questions.
I can do this. I mean, I've heard of them before, right? Just being tapped into
Sure.
inner workings of the power.
Sure.
In terms of what the youth are doing.
The youth. Uh-huh.
As an old head, yes.
Yeah.
We're still tapped into that.
Okay.
So this is the territory that you run?
Our headquarters happen to be nearby.
A little shabby of an establishment, don't you think? The person that I heard ran this is somebody of magnanimous reach. Not quite seeing that from you.
You know
Seems
the leader.
like you're... Did I say that? I specifically said the person that I heard ran this. Now it seems like you, and he singles out this person that's talking to him, might know more than you're letting on.
There's a hesitation that kind of demonstrates that you're right. This person does know more than they're letting on, it seems. If you'd like to, you could roll insight, and then I think I'll have another roll done as well. But feel free to roll insight.
I'm gonna do. Can I roll three things? I'm gonna roll insight first.
Maybe.
Well, just follow. If the insight fails, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So,
Okay. Let's start
yeah.
there. Let's start there.
do insight first.
That's 8. Shoot. That's definitely a fail.
Yeah.
Definitely a fail.
Ace can interject, or Lyria can interject if that's okay. Where's the voice coming from?
Yeah, it's like
Is it comms?
like comms, like a speaker system. Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll kind of like lighthouse to lighthouse, comm to comm type of thing. This is the Crystal Monarch on a reconnaissance mission to help save someone who we believe in danger. We are given specific coordinates, and if you are familiar with our work, then you know that we mean no harm. If you would please allow my ship to go through, we can speak to whoever's in charge immediately, without any hostility.
Could I have you roll persuasion?
It's one of our high stats, don't fail me now. 25.
25. All right. There's a momentary pause on the other end, and the voice eventually clicks back on to say, I actually wasn't familiar that the Crystal Monarch was affiliated with the team that used to be so famous in the tower. Interesting. I'll simply ask you a couple more questions before I allow you through. More of a... just to say that I did. Are any of you affiliated with an organization called Aesir?
No.
No. Not at all.
Guys?
I think it was a trick question.
Yeah.
So, because of the confidence of the Crystal Monarch from earlier, like, that answer is accepted pretty easily. And then, if, you know what, we'll do it this way. Last
Or I guess
question.
Lyria could say,
Yeah,
because technically it's not a lie, there's no deception
right,
needed. She would simply reply once everyone has kind of said their piece.
right.
There are no active members of said organization aboard this ship. Because Wu defected. There is no Aesir on the ship.
Excellent. I figured there wasn't, but I had to be safe. My final question is more one to humor me, perhaps. And the voice kind of stops and says, who am I? Any guesses?
Can I do an Arcana roll to see if I recognize the Shinsu of the person speaking?
Yes, you can, for sure.
Wait, what, insight?
Jong is going to do
I also want-
Arcana.
want
I
insight,
think
too.
insight could work. I think history also could work.
We
if
can do
people would-
Arcana.
Holy.
I'll take history. I think history is a better roll.
I think everybody, because everyone's going to have a slightly different answer. So I think
That's
whoever
fine.
wants to can try. Jong did roll a 33. But by all means.
Insight or history?
Insight or history.
35
God damn. Okay.
on Arcana.
I'll do history just because it's
You know
cool.
Shinsu, I do too.
Cool.
never
Cool. Something's weird with your Arcana. Because it's giving you a plus 24 on proficiency
What?
For
Mine?
what?
for Ace's Arcana. It's giving you plus 24. I'm not sure why.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of weird.
Because it's one of her expertises.
Right, but that should be 12 then. A plus 12.
That should be plus 12.
Yeah.
But still would end up the same.
I'm just like trying to make sure that I don't understand
Oh.
why it's 24.
No, it should.
Because proficiency is plus 6 and then expertise would be plus 12. So it's almost like it's giving you double
Right.
expertise. I'm not sure. Anyway, we can check it out later. Not a big deal.
That's weird.
It's totally cool though.
me check.
And then 17 with history and then 13 from insight. Cool.
My history is ass, so take that into account.
I mean, I'm just gonna look at the number, my friend. Cool. Well, I'll
No, it
start.
still does it.
That's so weird. Okay, well, that's fine. So I'll go in the order that I think makes the most sense here. So that would be that. Eden, I think it makes the most sense that you would know the least, because you particularly would have had hardly any interactions with this individual. So for you, the only thing that you really glean is that they're a light bearer of some clearly potent skill. They're clearly a pretty skilled light bearer. That's the main thing you glean. They're really good at like trapping techniques. They're much more of a kind of surveillance fighter. Now, Wu, with your history check, yeah, I would say that like the main thing you note is that this person's a part of the Exarchs. They're one of the members. So the Exarchs don't just take anybody. So this person would have some status amongst this little band of rankers. So that's the main thing you would note. Now, what's interesting about this is I think that I'll go to Lyria now.
Can I question that? Why would I know that?
You would know that because you've heard, because based on the history check, like you've heard that they have a light bearer who uses like dark purple colors, you know, for example. Like there's just some kind of connection you make to like, oh,
got you.
There's an Exarch. Yeah, this is an Exarch.
I get that.
Yeah. And then with Lyria, your Arcana, your Shinsu, tells you, again, they also have some skill with Shinsu. And you pick up on the fact that they also maybe are an anima of some minor ability, because they have a butterfly motif. They have some butterflies that they utilize in their skills and abilities. And whether those butterflies like explode into Shinsu, or whether those butterflies assist in their lighthousing ability, who knows? But something along those lines, but you don't recognize them. Like it's a unique Shinsu trace, if that's the right word. Like you've never met this person before.
So, never met the person before, but with Ace's, you know, the essence of everything.
Right.
At least with the Shinsu, is that part identifiable? Like she's never encountered the Shinsu before, because that's like super rare for her.
Oh, well, it's like it's a normal person's, normal ranker's Shinsu. It's not like
Shinsu type. Okay.
Sorry.
It was a different Shinsu type.
No.
Wait.
Just like a unique person. Yeah. But you're right that like it's a normal Shinsu type. Now, Zhang, on the other hand, with your Shinsu tracing ability here, you do. Okay. Now this is kind of funny because like we clown on Zhang for this kind of thing. But I'm gonna send you a message. Okay.
Well.
Give me a moment, everybody. I'm going to tag you in our private server chat. Tags you. There you go.
Zhang is going to walk forward. I'm going to answer your question with another question. Do you know who I am?
That is the right question, because I certainly do. Not just because you used to be famous, but because we used to be teammates.
So you know you're wasting our time then?
Well, we used to travel together for a small period of time, and so I thought it'd be fun to make sure that you didn't change all that much. But you, I can see, probably didn't. You're the same old person as ever.
Fantastic. Now let us through.
Okay. The barrier, the lighthouses, deform around the ship. And the person would then say, if you would allow me to, I can lead you to our headquarters.
That would be helpful.
Am I welcome aboard?
I'm just gonna look at Brack. It's like, you're a ship, homie.
Tax.
You heard the captain?
Oh, what did he say?
You
gotta
gotta pay
pay.
the tax, no free rides.
What is the tax?
5,000 points.
5,000 points.
Yep.
Okay, sure. I will pay once I am aboard.
Okay, come on in.
Once the hatch opens, a person kind of elegantly floats on down into the ship. And, yeah, you know, the team was kind of fractured at this point, but way back in the day, I'm talking a long-ass time ago, there is a light bearer that was recruited into the team named Rain Road, a person who was a light bearer that was a temporary member of Team Recall that traveled with you guys. But that was back when Team Recall had kind of split and was traveling separately. You know, Eden was Aki. There was a lot of stuff happening around that time, many years ago. But it's her. She looks older, obviously, a little more skilled at this time. And she still has the butterfly motif going on. She still got her short hair. Well, it's shorter than you would remember. Over 100 years ago, if you would even remember what she even really looks like. But she is there, and she would give a bow to everybody, kind of a gracious kind of, bow. A small little smile on her face as a few butterflies kind of float around her. I'm kind of surprised you even remember me.
Just a quick aside.
Oh yeah, please.
Just a quick aside before they even go down. Seeing the alarm bells going off by this team,
Yeah.
Eden would have she would have pulled her epaulets off and taken off her
Yeah.
sigils.
Okay.
So it just looks like a blue coat. She's just wearing normal clothes.
Cool.
Not to throw off any more things. So
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Believe it or not, guys, we actually do have art for the Rain Road here that I'll show on the screen. She'll give a little bow and say, "I am the light bearer of the Exarchs."
This fire. I can't even manage it. I was ready to come in hot, but it's so good that I can't even be mad at it.
Fair enough.
Damn it. So really, bro? You got art for her? It's so good.
This is the Exarch little segment, okay? We gotta have art for the Exarchs, okay?
Urino's a genius.
Yeah, Urino's
we
crazy.
love Urino in this house.
Yeah,
Let's love
Urino. I send Urino like something like this. And Urino's like, "Hey, I did a little bit different." And I'm like, "Thank you. That's so much better than I thought of." Urino's the best. All right.
But I'm still mad at.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Today. As a matter of fact, I want to kill Rain.
Good. That's fine. Art means nothing. You can kill this person right now, and I will smile.
No, I won't.
Okay. All right.
The gator might.
Okay.
Actually, if you let that thing out, bro, it might kill you because you kind of like kidnapped it from the family or whatever.
Yeah. He
We
did
came
separate
to
it from his
understand
family.
You would think the Crystal Monarch would
Look,
have some
bro,
weight with this butterfly motif.
Time is a crazy thing. Is all I'm
Right?
saying, bro.
I am in subjugation, bro. That's how it is.
Subjugation is what you did to that fucking alligator.
Exactly.
She'll give a bow and say, "I am the light bearer of the 5 Exarchs, and I would be happy to lead you to our castle."
Is Jerry's there?
He is indeed. You wish
By
to
all
speak to
means.
our leader?
What was your name again?
Oh, I am Rain Road. You may call me Rain.
Eden shoots
wasn't gonna call
Woo
you
a look of like,
anything.
don't even try it.
What am I trying exactly? You think I'm gonna capture Rain now? Like,
No, I think you're gonna try to riz her up. Eden's just like,
oh, hell no. I didn't even know she existed until now. I can't even see her eyes. The eyes are the windows into the soul.
Damn.
Lyria just like
great.
looks at her, the butterfly motifs, the name. It's all throwing her off, and she hates hearing everyone say the word rain. It's like so she's just kind of like,
mad now.
ugh.
Hey, when no one's looking, I got a new gator we can sick on her. That's all I'm saying. Just let it out. No one will know.
Anyway, if you could take us to Jerry's.
Okay, yep. So she kind of nods, and sits down. And I will say that her information was kind of subject to change based on the trust displayed in that little action she did, but she's happy to share. She kind of looks a little more comfortable than maybe you all are comfortable with, as she kind of sits there, butterflies flying around her, kind of sparkling. Is there a reason you want to see Jerry's?
No offense, but our information is not exactly privy to the ears of every living soul, and this is kind of a high sensitive matter. So if it's all right with you, we prefer to speak with Jerry's personally.
Okay. That's fine. And she'll, continue to kind of sit there and quiet then. She was going to share some, but now she's like, should I share? I'm not sure. And as you continue making your, the flight over, is there anybody that would strike a conversation, or is it a pretty quiet atmosphere with Rain Road?
I think as soon as it's obvious that only John can really get to her, Ace falls back.
I think Aiden's just surprised that John kind of knows who this chick is and hasn't killed her, so she's also kind of just sitting back and observing, just like, okay.
So John.
What up, Ken? Brack, roll history real quick.
Yeah.
See if he knows
what
who
is
this
that?
person.
Sure. Yeah. By all means.
Because I swear to God, she sounds familiar, but for me, I'm like, nah, that's not her. But
Okay.
I mean, 21.
21. Brack was
What floor was
still. Yeah, so do you remember after the workshop battle, there were 5 floors where the team kind of split off a little bit, and it was you, and it was Jong, and it was Shion. I think
Hugo.
Wu and Leaf separated, and then
Gotcha.
Eden separated.
Yeah.
Hugo was
You
there.
actually,
So it was-
Brack, you actually brought it up when we were talking earlier. Like Brack brought up to John
Yeah.
the time that they spent. Yeah. This girl
Yeah.
was,
She was there for that time.
Yeah,
Like
she was
5
on-
floors.
I thought that was her. I
Yep.
just didn't say anything. I was like, ain't no way that's her.
It is.
Nah,
It is. Never say I forget a character. It is her. And yeah, I mean, during her time with your party, she was a skilled light bearer. As she kind of helped you all take tests and stuff. It was, if you all remember, and this would have been said during one of our time skip reviews at the start of one of our episodes, it was her distaste for Jong's aggressive nature. He did something one day that made her leave the team. So that was the reason she left canonically. Just want to throw that out there. Yeah.
All right.
I
Something-
think they paid her, if I remember correctly.
Right. Oh, they kind of helped each other out and all that stuff. So, it was... I can't remember if they
Well, no.
hired her. I think they
No,
did hire her. You're right.
They hired her.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to get 10,000 points per floor, and then she wanted a raise, and they said absolutely not, and then she left. This is what I remember.
Okay, cool.
That also...
Cool.
Okay. My notes told me it had to do with Jong, but, it might have been more of a money thing.
Well, Jong was the leader, and Jong wouldn't pay.
Oh, you're right. Jong was the leader.
So
Yeah.
this is poetic that I charged
Yeah,
her
that's-
5,000 points to join the ship. Gotcha.
very poetic. Yeah.
She's like, damn, they've never changed. I mean, she does pay it, by the way, and all that stuff. So.
No. Brack could give the points back.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't have her walking around broke.
Yeah.
So, Brack will walk up to her. Hey, Sparkles.
Hello.
How you been? See, you got a little bit better with your lighthouses.
Been training. I made it to the top of the tower after all.
Oh, that you did. So, about these, Exarchs. Could you tell us more?
Of course, I can tell you who they are if you'd like.
Please do.
We have one for each position. Our leader is Jerry's. He's our spear bearer.
And
Excuse me?
who else?
Our fisherman is the one who just joined, but he's been leaving more often than not. He's the least important one, if you ask me. I think his style of doing things is a little bit suspect, but Jerry says he's one of the strongest fighters he knows, and so I suppose that is why he is a part of the team. Have you ever heard of the Von Sycamore family?
No, I haven't.
Fawn Von Sycamore is our wave controller. She's a prodigy. Her use of an orb and combined with her Naginata are renowned. I asked
So
about
that's-
Aesir for her reason. She's looking to, I don't know, exact revenge or something to do with Aesir. That group that is causing trouble.
Yes. Have you heard of her brother?
That's it, her brother. She wants to find him and fight him, I think.
Yes. I stole an airship from him.
Oh,
Good chap. Yeah.
is he a good guy?
Oh, no. Terrible, the worst. But, you know, he gave me... I stole the airship from him, so good chap. He didn't come try to get it back, didn't try to repo it, he didn't try to tell the authorities, he just let it happen. So, good sport. Good for him.
Well, good for you. Anyway, our scout is a swordsman. He's sort of inspirational for regulars, because even though he only has one arm, he refuses any bionic surgery. And his goal is to prove to the less fortunate to never give up. His name is Folk.
Oh. So, let me get this straight. You have a doe. You have a one-armed man. You have a four-armed man. And you have a fisherman who's never home. One hell of a team you got there, Shiny. Sparkles. Quick question. The guy who doesn't want to get any cybernetics or anything like that, what's he like?
He's a bit serious for my liking. I think that his whole charade and crusade is a little bit much, but he's strong.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I guess when we get with your people, we could talk a little bit more. John, if you have anything to say to Sparkles, my bad for interrupting and intruding on your conversation. It's just, haven't seen her in a while. Thought I'd say hi. Bye.
All right, bro. There's no conversation here. I'd just like to get to Jerry's as soon as possible.
Wow, you're the same as ever.
And so are you.
All right. And then as your ship travels further, she would say, we should probably travel the rest by land, by foot. Could we park somewhere nearby?
Sure.
She says by foot, you'd be flying your rankers. Sorry, I'm not used to that. We'd be trying, but we'd be flying the rest of the way is what she would say.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, Brack, you would pilot your ship to a halt nearby.
Oh, no. This baby got auto parking. No
Got it.
more
Sorry.
auto parking or any of that.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy. Okay.
Pull it over to the side, let that thing just sit there.
Cool. You all fly. Rain kind of hangs in the air in front of you as she looks off into the distance. Her lighthouses, kind of a dark purplish color, kind of pop up all around her. She kind of examines them for a bit. Straight that way. Follow me. Pew! And she starts flying off in that general direction. And on the way, she would share a bit of a tale about this castle that you are heading towards. This castle was apparently discovered by them quite recently, because apparently this castle used to belong to the previous floor ruler, way back in the day, way back in the day. And apparently this floor ruler used to be in love with a certain Signe Lindquist way back in the day. And when she rejected him, he simply could no longer he could no longer bear the sight of this manse, because nothing could compare to her beauty, and so he abandoned it in favor of a shack because that represented his feelings. Now that being said, she says that they only found out about it because Signe's son is one of the Exarchs, and so she shares that detail, giving you a bit of a heads up on that. As you draw nearer to the castle, rain will then stop suddenly. She stops as you can see in the distance this rising gray-colored, kind of a darkish gray, stony-colored castle. It's layered in like 3 tiers where you have like these 3 walls. You have like, it's kind of up against a mountain. There's like one wall around the bottom, and then you have like a middle wall, and then this kind of like tall citadel at the top, right? And she looks at it from a distance, and she kind of goes silent as she pulls up her lighthouse. That's strange. And this happens quite quickly. To the point where like no one's able to react to it, right? Where her lighthouse kind of suddenly glows. A bright light. As her lighthouse explodes. And she's sent, boom, flying back. Blood spurting from her as her body kind of like flies back. She starts coughing up blood out of nowhere. Her lighthouse is just like an explosion of Shinsu. What do you do?
I would say Brack conceals her in the Shinsu bubble and pulls her back.
What was that? That doesn't make any sense.
Don't worry about it. Oh, go ahead, John. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to think of how else. I don't know, Joe. Can I roll something to see if I can detect like another either another presence in the area that could have either like set that explosion off remotely? Or...
Yes.
Okay. What do you
Absolutely.
Want me to roll?
You can roll Arcana. I think Arcana makes the most sense because this was a Shinsu attack. So
right.
I think that would work.
Exactly. All right. Give me a second.
27.
That is a 27.
Yep. Looking at it here. Yep. Works for me. So, yeah, this is a strange technique that was used. However, you as a wave controller would especially be familiar with it. Even though the details are weird, because it shouldn't be possible with an enemy lighthouse. She was just attacked by a very powerful, very skilled Dan Salsa. Somebody that is a wave controller that is able, or tends to be a wave controller, that is able to transmit their Shinsu from one point to another, commonly through a lighthouse. However, again, it's allied lighthouses. So there's still a mystery. But her lighthouse was used by a Dan Salsa to strike her.
Okay, so I wasn't looking so much.
Okay.
I wanted to know if I could like detect if said person is nearby, or like, you know what I mean, if this was like a remote detonation from a specific location. So I was trying to detect more,
it's.
like,
I think because it's a Dan Salsa, you can't really tell because it seemingly originates from her lighthouse. It's like the source is right in front of you. That's kind of like the good sort of edge of being a Dan Salsa, is you can like strike from afar without revealing that.
Okay.
She's still our hostage technically at this point, right? Like we have leverage. So you're just gonna explode this right here in front of us.
I mean, technically, she's not our hostage. She's just somebody that's leading us to Jerry's. More so our escort.
I view it differently because once there's an attack, you don't really have. My point being, she can't escape this range.
Right. Although, like, her lighthouse is now gone.
This disappeared after this attack.
Like, it's
but
destroyed.
she's still physically present.
Yep.
But she's still physically present.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she survived the
Knowing
attack.
who-
It did harm her greatly, though.
It can't be. I just don't see it being. Let's diffuse the situation is my call to action. This seems a little crazy, but no one's really hurt except for you, and I'm sorry for that.
That's fine.
Let's try this again.
I'm worried. And she's gonna try to pull up her lighthouses again. Now that you are all
Let's not do that.
okay, do you stop her?
I'm just gonna gently put my hand on her shoulder and be like, let's not do that. I'm literally trying to help you survive this situation right now. There is no reason for you to do any of that. Help me understand what just happened just now.
I don't get it. Unless someone hacked my lighthouse. What kind of light bearer could do that, though?
There's quite a few skilled ones in the tower that could do something just like that. Now, who do you know that's capable of that is the question.
I don't know anybody. And she casts a worried glance at the castle in the distance.
Okay. We're not getting anywhere here. Let's go over there.
She deactivates all of her lighthouses so they're not used again. Go ahead.
Does this, as someone who trained under Fluxvolk for all of her light
Yeah.
things, is this Flux like her style?
That's a good question.
Because powerful light bearer,
So-
Aesir,
Yeah.
Ace
so,
was her student for so many years. She would know if this was Flux.
You know, I think this is actually a good place to I'll reveal this, and I think lead into our end for the episode here. This is not Fluxvolk's work, but you having spent you don't have to roll for this. You having spent time in Aesir. It's another light bearer from Aesir. This is a specialty of Leonida, one of the knights of Aesir. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a pretty good place to end today's episode. Man, we did okay. We had our P at the beginning. We had an alligator adventure in the middle, and then some Aesir cliffhanger action near the end.
Some people gonna die next episode.
First of all, the alligator adventure was at the end also. and
You're
it was
right.
short.
My bad. You're right.
And
My
don't put that on me. I don't want anybody putting this on me, okay?
It
just
is-
because I want to capture
consequences to
alligators
my
doesn't
actions?
mean I should feel bad.
It.
There are
No.
no consequences. It was a fun side quest. If you all don't like it, I'm so sorry. I feel
is-
bad now.
No,
It's
don't.
the-
It's fine.
It's cool.
It's the most oh thank you. Oh, it's the most woo thing to do. Like in that moment.
I
Like,
actually
it's
feel
the most
bad
in
about it,
character.
but, like,
It
What was the
it was
Christian
very
you got
rude.
from the
It would be
Bible
weird if Wu
before?
didn't do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'd be very out of character.
Oh.
So
What was the creature
But-
that you got from the 74th floor, Woo?
74th floor? What floor is that? What
He
did
got
we do
the he
there?
got Sandy from
Fairgrounds.
that.
Sandy? Was that her name?
Oh,
Andy.
Sandy?
oh yeah.
Where's she at?
Sandy will be. Sandy's coming back. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
He sent her
Yeah.
to Zygus. I'm sure she's fine now that he's defected.
but Ruka, were you saying something?
Sandy did. They turned Sandy
Oh.
into
No.
a lunch
Wait,
meat.
We just for
Sandy's
everyone,
great.
yeah.
audience, people watching, we are working on our sheets. Obviously, we had a few hiccups
Yes.
this episode, but we are still only 2 episodes in, and
Yes.
some things are bigger priorities than others. So next week we'll have
Yes.
actual combat being set up, but we don't
Yes.
have our combat sheets on right now, which is why we're stopping here.
Yeah, there's a little.
So,
well,
look forward to it.
also we are at time, so like we would have had to stop here anyway. But you're right that we are still figuring out the details. What I will say is that we've made some changes since the climb, so we're excited. We're gonna play test it a bit and show it off next episode. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. If you guys don't know, you can post your memes in fan art. I posted all the ones that you saw during our little break were from the break. The big break we took. So anything that was posted after episode 1 and then after this episode, I'll put for our next time that we take a break. I'm glad you all enjoyed. Thank you guys, and thank you for the super chats at the beginning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that's all I got. Does the cast want to share anything else? We'll be live again in 2 weeks. We're currently still on our bi-weekly schedule. Does the cast want to say anything and share anything?
Aesir is dead next game, so you know.
Whoa, let's not do that much. They can
Hmm.
die slowly, right?
I mean, we should at least do that much.
I mean,
They are the ones hunting the
the
mural
whole
people.
end game is to kill them. Like I thought that was
Yeah,
the goal.
we gotta
Well,
start with
right,
Leon's
but-
like Leonida.
Yeah, and we
Oh
gotta.
no!
They're going after
Please
Jerry.
kill Leonida next episode. I have no problem with that. Please do that.
Chess's Leonida is cooked. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We'll have to see. Apparently, some of the Exarchs are in the castle. So will you all be able to see what's going on there? We'll find out next time. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next episode, and thank you for being here. Take care. Peace.
Toodles. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Au revoir.